Yo, what's up? We got a full house. I don't need to do two podcasts and back to back unless I'm doing Heroic Vibration podcast. We're gonna do that shit next week. We're gonna get fucked up and all that. But I still got a couple of the originals in here, We're gonna start off with the queen of the Heroic Vibration podcast, Miss Rogue. Tell them how you doing.
I am good. I'm actually was off work today, so I did get harassed by people all day today. But you can find me on Mixer, Xbox, and Twitter at Rogue Enigma 17 and Instagram at Pretty Rogue One.
All right. Now we got the youngster, Chaos, not the God. Let's go.
All right, man. I'm gonna have to tell 100 to put some respect on my name before I have to put it in these gaming streets. But anyway, what's good, y'all? This ain't the Heroic Vibration podcast, but it's still gonna be just as lit. So don't you worry. We about to put in the fire.
Okay, yeah, you might be ready for prime time. Then we got Flip. Not money. He ain't money no more because we can't see his face. Online, what's going on with the money?
Hey man, listen here. Fuck all y'all non-believers. Fuck all y'all non-believers. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck you. Fuck all you niggas. They just drop the bomb. They show you the fucking Xbox, and I hear nothing but cricket. Fuck you. Like my man Stu say, no, fuck you. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. You already know who this is. That's all I'm gonna say. You already know who this is.
And not last, the host of Heroic Vibration. Let me get it right. Vibration podcast. He always up. Woo! Triple Cup Chuck. What's going on?
What's good with y'all, man? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. Man, we about to do this here. I was looking at, I didn't catch the beginning of the Game Awards. I was like, man, I don't even care about the Game Awards. It was so irrelevant to me. I ain't even speak upon the Game Awards. And then, out the blue, Bone said, man, you need to see this here. So I went back and I watched it, and something occurred that made me want to go all the way back and play the original game that was an indie game, because they coming out with a new game that looked like a quadruple A game. Man, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. You see all this? Man, we gonna... Man, hey, it don't just stack up for a reason, man. Y'all seen that new Xbox? It don't just stack up for a reason, man. That thing is really up there. The most powerful console in history.
Woo!
History.
And then we got the notorious Huggy Bear.
Ooh,
I know this nigga ain't striking a pole.
yeah.
This nigga over here bogus.
Y'all see what it is, baby. Your boy X-Bot out. I'm excited. Goddamn new tech in these streets. My underwear's got wet. I'm sweating. I'm drinking Everclear. It's getting crazy. I got my team with me, my super team, my friends. You already listen. Y'all ain't ready for what we about to bring to that ass. Woo! Happy to be here. I'm like my man Triple Cup up. Triple Cup Chuck. I say Triple Cup up. He always up. And I'm up tonight too. I'm with it. Let's get it, 100.
So we start. You got no say. K Makers in the house. Then we got my other brother in here. Said Xbox.
It's gonna be some kids.
I'm shooting out everybody. I can't say all y'all names. I'm gonna just shoot you out. I'm gonna show you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna shoot you out. And anybody else come in, I'm just gonna. I can't do like I usually do by myself because it's too much personalities in here. But
now let's just keep it real, son. Keep it real, son.
I can't do everything. But so
hey, K Mega say,
K
Mega say, hey, check this out. Hellblade 2 made Ghost look like last generation, man. Last generation, the stuff you don't see the future what we bringing out right now, man.
But hold on, they killed 2 ghosts with 1 stone. They killed Ghost Recon and Ghost of Tsushima. Facts,
man. Hey, Hellblade is like how Rise was when the Xbox One came out. It's just like that stamp of like, yeah, this is what we bringing. This is the power. Man, when they were showing that girl in her face and she was just looking and she had that growl with her. When I seen that growl, the facial expressions on this help. People don't understand the fine details of, like, if you will see a person, it don't just be about the face, it'd be like the little small dents and stuff like that, and you can actually see what a person actually been through. So when you see her, when they were showing her, she was just and you can see the actual warrior mentality that she had and stuff like that. It's very hard to imitate. So if Xbox is bringing that with the next Xbox, man, it's gonna be like times 10. Like Lemon was saying, because I'm steady was like, man, this can't be real, man. This gotta be CG. This gotta be. Bones steady saying, man, nah, this in game. This is in game. I'm steady saying, man, in game ain't the same in game. So this can't be how the actual gameplay gonna look. And Lemon say, man, check it out. Look at how the Xbox X is now. Times that by 10, and what would you get? And I looked at it, and it's right on par with the greatest of all time that Phil Spencer said he was gonna deliver, and we receiving it.
Hey, Rose, let's ask you a question. Did you see the new Xbox, the Scarlet? It ain't the Scarlet no more.
Yeah, Series X. Yeah, I saw it. Actually, when I initially saw it, it reminded me of the Apple Mac that came out last year. That was the tower.
Uh-huh.
And it was also black. That's what I initially thought I was looking at it, and I looked at it again. And I was like, I kind of like this
Apple Mac Pro.
Uh-huh.
So Chaos, when you saw it, because you know what I'm saying, a lot of people I put this way, I wasn't watching the Game Awards. I was actually watching AEW highlights, and I was just kicking back to say everybody get on Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? I was actually getting ready to do another show. So I'm just sitting back. I just finished eating. I get hit on Xbox. Boom! I'm like, you see this? I said, what you talking about? Then 108 called me. Then everybody started calling me. My phone started blowing up. I said, what the hell? What are y'all talking about? And it was like the Xbox Series X. I said, what are you talking about? I go on interweb and go do my research, and I was like glorious. And then my man Flip, how you feel? See, Flip got up. He fell down, but he got back up, and he didn't believe it.
Yeah, he didn't believe us. It was crazy, man. When he sent me that, I was like, man, this man Bone over here pouring the Flip. He about to do a Loki. He over here tricking me. All right, let's see if the proof's in the pudding. And Lord behold, I seen the proof. And although I was already an Xbox follower, I got converted anyway into being a super Xbox follower because oh my god, that Hellblade.
No, that's because because Doom had your ass shaking over there near the PlayStation 5, my nigga.
Oh hell nah.
Doom had that motherfucker about to turn that Tech 2 into a PS. I'm like, hold on, you got to wait though, good brother. I'm trying to tell people. I was trying to keep hope alive.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Flip's doing this Loki thing again. He's doing this Loki thing right now. You see what I mean? Man, but let me tell you, man, next year is going to be one of those is you just got to say, what a time to be alive, because, oh, my gosh. Look, who would have thought 10 years back that we'd be playing Xbox or any of our consoles on our phone, man? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Like, man, technology is great. Technology is great, and you're definitely going to see it with that Hellblade. And not only that, you know, it's been confirmed that that we're going to have multiple big gaming lineup for the next console. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a great year next year.
So 108, what happened when you called me? You called me. You called me, and I thought I missed one. I thought you was gonna get at me for hitting one of those side kicks. I thought you was calling me for, you know what I'm saying? And you called me. What's your initial impressions?
My initial impressions is I had a technology orgasm. It was crazy. And then Xbox went like this to PlayStation.
We are your father. Respect our gangster. You may have started the game before us, but we reinvented the game. We got Game Pass, we got Series X, we got Gears, we got Halo Infinite, we got 15 brand new studios. We putting in work on those asses. We ready for you. And then I had to go clean my goddamn Depends because it was real in these streets. Being a tech person that I was, I had to call my brother 100 and call my man K-Mac. This is what we doing.
Facts. Boy, y'all better upgrade your TVs now. You better get some goddamn holiday season greeting TVs or something, because next year, if you ain't got no 4K and better, you gonna be left in the dust, sucker. Get them Jodeci hoodies ready for these dudes. They're gonna be crying. My TV can't do what the console do. Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
That's what we doing out here.
Wow.
That's what we doing.
Why did y'all let him do that? Yo, why you let him do that, man? Wow. This nigga gonna transform to a whole fucking robot in this bitch. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Hey, them haters are all like boo, 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 boo.
I hope K-Mega ready for the mall, because it's gonna be on and cracking. GRG on steroids on Xbox X Series X Turbo, baby. Yes.
Yeah,
what about you, Mr. 100? What did you think?
Oh, I see. I got the call. See, I was shocked in a motherfucker. I was like, "What?" People calling me. I'm hearing stuff in my head. I'm like, "K." When I told all y'all, I was like y'all, so I wasn't mad. You see, I didn't get angry. I wasn't mad about it. So I'm sitting here like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" So when it hit me up, I said, "Huh? What the hell?" So I'm over here like, I know I was drinking, but I ain't drunk like that. I was off of two of these cups. I'm good. We good. So I'm sitting here like, I'm looking this shit up and I'm looking at the videos, and I get on the interweb and it was just blowing up. And I watched the man. I didn't see Hellblade first. I saw the other video that I showed you, the 3-minute one. When they saw Halo, it looked like that's Forza. It looks like it looked like it's EA, you know what I'm saying, FIFA or something. I was like, and he kept on telling me, I got some mics around here. I need to just drop the mic. I said, oh Lord, game over. And I was just talking about it. I was just talking about what the hell is gonna go on. But people want to be bullshitting the public. I didn't expect Phil to drop. I wasn't expecting Phil to drop it. You know what I'm saying? That's that Everclear.
Think about to cough his lungs out over the Xbox Series. Listen to him. Better cough his lungs out. That nigga don't know how to act. That robot shit got your ass dick. Fucking vocal fucked up from trying to sing. Man, he's singing to me, bro. He's singing to me. You won't do that no more.
You ain't the MVP.
Look at him. He don't know how to act.
No, he been drinking that Everclear.
That Everclear, nigga. That should have cleaned your nigga.
Now I was looking for a mic to drop. I don't feel like digging behind it, but ooh yeah.
We go again.
We getting our Jodeci on. Yo, K-Mega. And I gotta say something to my man K-Mega. Shout out to my GRG family for showing up. I put it in our GRG DMs. That is the system. You was right. Dude's gonna be like, it looks like a PC though. It don't matter.
What the fucking Pro? What the fucking Pro look like?
The Pro look like
stocking caps.
What the fucking Pro look like? Nigga, fuck that Pro. Shit, man, that shit. I said, this motherfucker argued with me for about 20 minutes. Like, that's not the console. I said, it is. I had to show him that video.
K-Mega said the same thing. I said, that can't be, because it looks like a PC. But then they start showing buttons and slots and green lights and oh.
My man said,
oh yeah.
I don't know if Sony
I thought I was
this damage. We got these Sony. What Sony
I
can
thought
hit you
these.
with?
I thought these 5 guys were trying to get me flipped. I thought they tried to do a Loki on me. Like, no, my nigga, you can't do what I do on this motherfucker. You not gonna get me.
Yeah, you thought we was buffooning you. You thought he was like, no, y'all lying. Y'all making this up.
Like,
Nah, we
nah,
about to rob you out your socks.
We are not bamboozling you, brother. We are not bamboozling you.
I was like, no sir, no sir. Only I do that bullshit. No sir. I'm like, oh, Lord behold. I'm like, oh,
All I know is,
like this.
come next year, I don't know if there's a Lockhart or just a Series X. But after those graphics, if you want anything below 4K 60, variable refresh rate, game mode, HDR TV, if you anywhere below that, stick with the regular consoles. Don't upgrade because you're going to be mad. I can't get this visual fidelity. No, you can't. Step your game up. Let's go.
So what we
loving
talking about Hellblade? Do you see Hellblade?
Her teeth look better than mine. I want to be a virtual character. I want my teeth to, and I got great teeth. But I'm saying,
Man,
them teeth, them teeth is crazy.
I'm trying to ask the lady, man. Let the lady talk.
Oh, my bad. I thought you just was general. My bad. You know what?
I'm not a
I ain't know where he was going with this.
Right.
So, bro, what you thought about
everything
when you saw the games, the in render game, whatever it was? What you
do look like shit by
how much
the
was you impressed by it?
Oh, I look definitely like how it looks. So, just like Benjamin said, I'm gonna have to give you a new TV when this Xbox come out. Because right now I'm still playing on the Xbox One Advanced Warfare console. I just can't let it go. But at this point, there's no point in me getting anything else after I saw what I saw. So definitely upgrading, and I got to get a new TV. It is what it is.
Oh,
100 got you. But yeah, you're right though. This thing is nice though, man.
Hey,
This
I'm a
thing is
dollar
real
there.
nice.
Everybody
That nigga got you.
Ain't nothing about that 4K TV for HDR.
Y'all know how to slide that thing in there real quick. Bo got you.
Hey, what y'all think the console of Hellblade gonna be about? Because like Hellblade 1 had more to do with some type of psychedelity or where she was hearing things. So what y'all think how they gonna do too?
Oh
About
man,
the same thing, but enhanced. You get a more enhanced version of it.
Yeah, but
And,
you know,
with
see how
that,
the trailer
with
looked
that-
like this is more action orientated.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see more of a, what it'll look like if it was when it's AAA, this and that, instead of, this is a small indie title, so we can only put this much. Now you're kind of expanding more on that dream to get a much more bigger game.
I mean, they did that with what's the name of that game that zombie game when it was a low indie game and then Microsoft bought it.
State of Decay?
State of Decay.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna get State of Decay, basically.
I mean, State of Decay could have got a hell of a lot more. It looked like this is gonna get the actual real treatment from what
Exactly. Exactly.
But we can't knock no game for its art style. Let's just be real here. Every game got a different art style. You got cartoon style games, you got realistic looking games. Call of Duty has always looked at, except for the cutscenes in the story, the multiplayer has always looked at arcadey with the bright colors, saturated colors. So every game got an art style. Games like Crackdown, games like Borderlands, they got the cell shaded graphics, but good graphics is good graphics. Like nobody's complaining about Borderlands graphics, but a year ago they was talking about Crackdown looks like a cartoon. But Borderlands sold like 7 million copies. Does that not look like a cartoon? Is that not cell shaded? You got cell shaded style games. I mean, games have different styles, and no game should every game is not supposed to look real. But guess what? For all you people out there talking about Xbox ain't making real games, you look like a fool now.
Hey, baby,
Facts.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because you don't get when she was chanting, I thought I was being exercised. Things started coming out of my body. I was like, I'm gonna meet you at these pearly gates. Facts.
Yeah, and then she had that like she was ready for war. I mean, you can see like how you can see her teeth, and you can see whatever that shit was on her face, and then you can see all the little tattoos or the markings and stuff that they had. You can see all the depth of the detail. I'm over here looking at
Yeah. I was mainly into that the detailing of everything, because I was like, oh my god.
My man Elite said that you catch on the controller. I didn't look because I was so appalled.
Yeah, I know. I was seeing
on that controller.
They got a what?
I would have to look back on it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look back at the trailer.
I have to look back. You forgot. You getting the first 48 out of us. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
even 48. You get the first 20, 30 minutes.
What was on the controller?
It's like a share button.
Yeah.
That's what they saying. I haven't saw it yet. But I'll see that E3.
Oh, you got an extra button.
Because we'll be in the building.
Hey, it's a button. You know what the you know the Xbox button at? Where they had the glory button, then you had the back and the start button.
Yeah, it's right under it. You know where the Switch profile button is on the Elite Controller 2? Yeah, it's right there. It's right at that place. Right there. There's an extra button.
And they got and the D-pad look more like the Elite D-pad.
Yeah.
So like in between of the regular and the Elite. Okay, I can deal with that. That look more saying finger friendly. Like you can take your thumbs and move. I don't know if I had my thumbs moving, but yeah, you can take your thumb like that on it.
See, Xbox be doing that R&D. They don't get no credit for it.
We got to answer one of my
But you know what, man?
I'm going to answer the questions. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Flip.
I'm just surprised that they actually released it so soon. Like, yo, the whole internet is on fire because of they doing this shit. Like, this is something unexpected. Who would have thought that they would do this at that bullshit ass? What's the dude name? The boy that
Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, yeah, that weird dude. Who would have thought that they would release it and show it on there? That's a straight fuck you. Watch me.
No. I'm gonna tell you why they did it. And Kate 100 brought this point up. First of all, when you're watching Inside Xbox, who's the majority of people watching?
Xbox players.
There you go. But now the Game Awards, these Death Stranding fans, these God of War fans, these Halo fans, these Nintendo fans, what's the best place to show off something you want to make a statement to the world? What they said they were streaming. Hold on. What they said they was doing? They said like a father does.
We are streaming in 96 countries.
Ain't that what they said? So now, if you want to make a statement, you don't do it on Inside Xbox. You do it when the world is looking. Statement is delivered and message is sent. We ain't playing with y'all. Next generation. Facts. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't get more eyes on the situation. You know, like State of Play yesterday, right? Or Tuesday. No, that was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. Those are PlayStation fans. Nintendo Direct. Those are Nintendo fans. Inside Xbox is Xbox fans. When you got a universal situation, drop that heat. I'm so proud of Microsoft right now. My goddamn homie, Philosaurus Rex.
It's like when little brother gets his career together.
No,
he gets that big promotion.
Bill been getting slammed for how many damn years? Bill was getting slammed for what PlayStation? What happened to PlayStation?
And you know what's crazy?
And what did they do? Game Pass, xCloud. No, I'm saying.
100. How many people on Game Pass? 100. How many people on Game Pass? Tell the people how many people on Game Pass, my dude.
10 million.
10 million strong.
Million.
Oh, you paid $1. We are way beyond those 3 months time frame. It's still 10 million plus. Game streaming is in the building, baby. xCloud in the building, baby. Games and services in the building, baby. I mean, come on, man. Even PlayStation had to jump on an Azure service. We need better service to compete.
Chuck, what you feel about it, Chuck?
Listen here, man.
We gonna be quiet, Chuck.
You said me?
Yeah.
Man, you know, man, the only thing I'm worried about with the Xbox Xbox Series X is, you know, how people tomorrow they got some people that don't like the look of it, which personally I don't give a damn. But you know how it sticks straight up. I'm just wondering if I'll be able to.
Yeah, but it's PC towers the same way. People was putting on Twitter the PC towers that look just like it.
Yeah, but my thing is,
okay,
the Xbox tower, will we be able to turn it to the side? Because you know what I'm saying. Because if you got spaces like where you had your console at, then I'll be able to put my console in the locate. Put that in the console location, or I would just have to sit on the side. It's not a big.
If the X can do it, you just need a stand.
Yeah, but no, this one is already standing up. But you know what I'm saying. You know,
but if you want to put it, I don't think it's gonna hurt it because most of us do digital shit anyway.
Right. I mean, I say that's cool.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this, though, Chuck. You gotta look at it like this. What is Microsoft is known for? Putting software on PC. So why shouldn't they make a console that look like something that which they've been doing for what? I don't know what the last fucking 30 years or so. So what difference does it make if it look like a PC or not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, to me that makes perfect sense with a Microsoft. I'm saying a software company that does software for PC, just that they got a lot of other shit that they acquire over the years. So what difference does it make? So I mean, all they doing is representing their identity of what they really are. They're home.
Right.
They made a console that look like PC. What they do anyway.
Right.
What my nigga Rain said.
I think it was.
My nigga Rain said you can hang that motherfucker on the wall. Shit.
Right.
For the record, nobody cares. Yo, listen, I don't care what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't care what the PlayStation 4 looks like with the Pro. I don't care if it looks like a graduation cap stacked up 3 times. I want to see what the games look like. Do you care what your graphic card and your PC look like? All I care about is this. This is what I care about. This is what I care about. Hey!
Again! I got a free video.
Again!
No money off of this.
I told you y'all wasn't ready for the smoke. I told y'all.
Again.
Told you. Don't invite me here when I'm high. My bad. And bloody Stadia. What the hell is that? You got xCloud. We don't do Stadia. Talk about it.
We don't know what that is.
Hey, and that
song back. Song back, Chaos. You asked for it, you got it.
I don't
know. The youngest instigator from Miami. Facts.
You already know. And that new Stadia commercial just ain't it. Nah, that stuff is
Trash.
I ain't feeling it. Yeah, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. That I was like, this ain't it. You gotta go back to the shop.
Stadia is a STD.
Yo, K Mega, that was less than 30 seconds. Stop, bro. Stop. He ain't lose no money. F with 100, you know he got it.
To me, they be getting me for using too many F-bombs. So say fuck.
Yeah, facts.
So fuck it.
You didn't hear flip hurts more than live wire. God damn.
I gave my. That's why y'all be hearing me say.
I'm just saying.
You know what, K Mega? DMX needed. He need a new pipe. Oh, my bad. That's one of my favorite rappers. I should not have said that. My bad, DMX. You know, my Yonkers veteran. Woo!
I fuck with DMX too.
Yeah. So what y'all think the PlayStation Nation gonna do after this?
Ramifications?
Yeah, what's the ramifications tomorrow?
The ramifications.
I can't do nothing tomorrow. That's why we decided to do it tonight. I can't do it tomorrow.
You're doing it both days. I'm gonna get you. Matter of fact, I don't even get involved with the toxic nonsense. They gonna get this smoke.
Hang on. The question I
Blow.
Everybody. It's a certain individual. I don't want to name names.
No names. No names. But you know, fuck you mean.
Hang on. They had a source. that said the Master Chief Collection was coming to Switch. It was going to get announced at the Video Game Awards.
Wait a minute. You talking about CB? You talking about CB? It's a few CBs out there. For those people who don't know what CB means, it means clickbait.
Yeah. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace father. I want to slap.
The only thing I hear with those people is
but no, that was going around. You know how many people asked me that shit yesterday, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, where you get this information from? And then when I found out where they got the information from, and I was like, ugh. So I never thought that. So I ain't gonna say his name.
Don't
start with name Stu, end with P's. Need to apologize because I told you this is gonna happen.
Facts.
Dual hard drives, y'all. Dual hard drives.
No, you need to go in people's rooms and act like they fall and be like,
boy, stop lying. Take your ass to bed. Don't be making up no more clickbait titles and stick to real gaming. This is what we doing here. We don't do fake news. Fake news. We don't do that. But you know they can't help themselves. I found out that the Series X was made on the moon.
Don't know how to act.
Tomorrow on Runaway Dragon TV. See, we all can lie. We all could make things up to get attention. But see, real gamers don't do that. We just play games and report the news and give our honest opinions. Now take your ass in your room, brush your teeth, go to bed. Don't even wash your ass. Don't even go and collect $200. Facts.
And you can just hear the slap. You can hear the slap across the face.
Hey, they gonna try to eat me up tomorrow, but and I know what? I ain't gonna even care. I'm gonna be drinking on Japanese whiskeys. Woo! What I'm gonna be doing. I ain't gonna be caring. They ain't gonna even get a rebuttal. What I was hearing, I'm like, huh? It's like they trying to push that. They can't push the goalposts no more.
You know what's crazy?
The goalposts no more.
This is what's really crazy, and I'm being dead serious, man. For the last couple years, dudes talk numbers, dudes talk no games, dudes talk all this craziness, dudes promote all this hate. Now that Sony, I know what he bought earlier. Sony has made a great decision. This is why I think the old regime is retiring, because they were so stuck on selfishness that they had to go. But I'm gonna keep it real here. Them playing nice with Microsoft does not mean that stop exclusive titles. Them playing nice with crossplay does not mean they're gonna stop what they're doing as a company. Okay, you want your God of Wars, your Uncharted, your what's the other game, man? Last of Us. I was thinking about the other game with the chick with the snow.
Horizon Zero
Dawn, which I love that title. I bought the collector's edition. Facts.
Spider-Man.
No. Well, yeah, Spider-Man, but it's not gonna stop.
All kinds of games.
It's not gonna stop the exclusive title reign. You understand? Like Halo will never be on Xbox. PlayStation or Switch. You gotta have a reason to buy a specific console. They will never give that narrative up. But to say we can't have crossplay between third-party games is nonsense. They made another leap with Minecraft. Now they got an update Tuesday that PlayStation players can play with Android players, iOS players, Xbox players, Switch players, and people shouldn't have to be forced to buy a console to play with their friends. I just finished playing Call of Duty for about 6 hours, and I got a ton of PlayStation friends and a ton of Xbox friends. And you know what we was doing? We was killing people together. Nobody gave a goddamn what console we was on. You in the same party chat, you having fun with your friends, and it's not about kumbaya. People that worship a piece of plastic, you might have to go to some goddamn meeting to get help. You have other issues. So all you dudes, the last couple years promoting this hate on YouTube, you content creators, where's your content going today? Because that narrative is dead. You're still gonna have your God of War, you're still gonna have your Halos, but your hate narrative is dead. The financial narrative is dead because Sony sold the most consoles and making less money than Microsoft. How is that possible? You know what they said? Maybe we need to revamp and rethink our gaming strategy. We want to make $10 billion in a quarter. They need to make that. How can Microsoft make $10 billion in a quarter and Sony made $2.8 billion for the year with more consoles sold? So of course they're going to revamp their company and say, maybe we doing something wrong. And you know what? Their motto is power to the player. And now that they're allowing cross-play in what's that game with the cars that's like soccer? What's that? Rocket League.
Mortal Kombat is getting cross-play.
Right. It's like now that you come into the table and sitting with the other businessmen, because your competition is coming from streaming services now, you better stay on the side you belong to, which is console. PC players. Another note, PC players. People get mad when a PC game from Microsoft went to PC. First of all, Microsoft is a PC company first. That's where their money came from. They tried to do that with 360 with games for Windows, and they dropped the ball. The whole model was terrible. They revamped it. Phil Spencer and team came up with a plan to make games for Windows into what we got today. Game Pass. It works. People are not happy. I mean, people are happy. You got people, Halo Reach, huge sales, millions. Steam, Microsoft Store, don't matter where you buy it. Microsoft get that money. So you got games like Ghost of Tsushima. You got games. What's the other game coming? Man.
For PlayStation?
Yeah, for PlayStation, it's going to PC. They just announced it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
With them.
No. Days. Not Days Gone. What's the other one? What's the other one? Man? No, the one with
the crazy shit. The crazy shit.
Detroit Becomes Human. Excuse me. Detroit Becoming Human. Excuse me. So
what is that on the PC too? Well,
right. But you know, they're looking like PC. This is why the PC elitists kill me. PCs are not in competition with console. It's two different demographics of gaming. So when Sony see Microsoft, now another great example is Halo Reach has never been on PC, and it sold about 2.5 million copies
in 5 days.
So now Sony's looking like, God damn, those are different gamers. We dropping our games over there too. They want that bread. You think they just gonna keep watching Microsoft collect this money and Microsoft sitting back like, oh, we're getting it. So when y'all dudes out there promoting all this hate, man, you need to sit back and relax and just play your games. If you prefer Sony, prefer it. I prefer all three consoles because I don't want to sit by and watch no game that I want to enjoy and say, damn, I ain't got that console, so you know what? It sucks. Nah, dude, get your game up. Work a little harder so you can play a little harder. But let's just be real here. The narrative initially has changed. Am I right, 100? Did the narrative change?
Yeah, but I'll put it this way. See, my issue is everybody want to say you got to have, to be a true gamer, you got to have every damn console. I have every console and VR. And my Switch is going to go to the, I'm going to give my Switch to the kids.
No, shout out to your boy Lemon for coaching you into VR and you didn't want to listen.
I didn't want to. Y'all
didn't want to listen.
They set me up. That's the crazy thing. We had a bar. Think about it. We had E3 and they found a little bartender chicken.
I've been had VR, son. I've been had VR.
And I got out of that motherfucker. I was more hyped than him. We was looking. I was like, man, I'm here. Can I pre-order this? Can I pay for this right now?
Right.
That's me.
It's an experience.
Everybody don't experience that. But do I want it on my Xbox? No, I don't need it on my Xbox. I like it on what I play on because everything is not for everybody. Some people don't like fucking shit over their eyes and all that other stuff. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But
he's been converted. He's been changed. Yeah, and it was crazy. He was completely against it. He played that Darth Vader game. It was amazing to him. He said, I'm buying it. I said, shut the hell up. You ain't buying nothing. He was like, watch. And he went out there and bought it. I was stunned. And that's what shows you that people can be swayed. Don't tell me if you're an Xbox dude that Uncharted is garbage. and God of War is garbage. Or if you're a PlayStation dude, don't say Gears is garbage and Halo sucks. Get out there and play those games. Those are AAA titles and they're hitters and they're big dogs. All four of those games are mentioned the big dogs.
You got to understand, everybody's not into them type of genres.
They don't have to be, but you got dudes hating on games. They just won't try because they love it.
I ain't like you. I ain't no kumbaya motherfucker. I bleed green. You see this shit?
I get what everybody's saying, but the fact of the matter still remains. People going to play what they want to play with.
But they should.
I'm 44 years old. The age that I am, and the age that people are, if you've been playing game as long as I have, you should already know what game you're going to play and what game you're not going to play. You should already know what you're going to gravitate to and what you are not going to gravitate to. See, to me, I don't care about these motherfuckers having hate and spreading all this hate shit. I don't care because they've been doing this from day one. The shit that I don't like that they do on YouTube, and I always have said this, the 100 y'all know I always say this. I can't stand the gaming media. I don't care about people
Facts.
who go, well, I don't fuck Xbox. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't like the biased shit in the gaming media. That's the only shit that ever matters to me. Because then you're shooting down a good game just for clicks and shit, fucking up a game that potentially we can have a part 2 to, and we don't have it. All because you want some click just to pay some damn bills like that. That's not true. Game. You're not a real gamer. Did they hate on a game like a particular console like that? If we gonna hate on this shit, okay, we hate on it. But the gaming news, come on, man, they're not.
It's biased.
That doesn't make sense. Tell me,
but you know what?
Exactly. Tell me why don't we have a Sun and Rome 2? Why we don't have a Quantum Break 2? Why don't we have a
Rise 2?
Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said that. But the reason why we don't have that, because the gaming news, like to Tattoo or whatever the fuck you call them motherfuckers, IGM and GameSpot and them, because the bullshit hate that they do. I don't give a fuck about the fans. That's always going to happen. If somebody on their channel hating and shit like that, but dumb people like them, they the one that can sway and push what direction to what console that people should get with what game. When you can just sit up here and it's enough money for a couple of other consoles to come out and everybody can eat. No, it ain't like that, because the simple fact of how these gaming so-called reporters and stuff fuck gaming up, man.
Right, but
breaking news: Sekiro won Game of the Year,
and that's not Game of the Year. Yo, bloody. I love the game. Hold on, no.
Sekiro won game. That's breaking news. Sekiro won Game of the Year.
It did, and it's like the
devil. It's like
Dark Souls of samurai games. But let me tell you something. The reason it won, and bloody, you my guy. You know you my guy, and I support you. You know you my guy. But let's just be real here. Gears of War is Game of the Year. They didn't put it in that category, so Death Stranding would win. They didn't think that Sekiro. Yeah, you'll stand by it. You love Japanese games. Me too, my dude. I bleed Japanese games. What I'm telling you is, no game this year has provided the package, storytelling, multiplayer, graphics, most effects ever used in the game title ever to date than Gears of War 5 or Gears 5. That's a fact.
What's your Game of the Year? It's a Game of the Year.
It's Gears 5.
Gears 5.
You know, we about to do that. We about to do that Game of the War show.
Because some people might be shocked. My Game of the Year.
No. Listen. You know we about to do. Yes, and shout out to the people that's gonna help me announce these winners, and we're gonna put it on Twitter. Follow your boy 108 Dragons on Twitter. We're doing our own Game Award show, and we're doing it where we're putting the polls on Twitter. I got special guests.
Game of the Year.
Me?
My Game of the Year is definitely gonna be Gears 5, because every time I have to work third shift, it is exactly what I'm playing.
Facts.
All right, Chaos. What's your Game of the Year?
Between Code Vein and Outer Worlds,
no, he lying. My favorite pony.
What?
Damn. You don't even know what that is. You don't know what that is, bro. You don't know what that is. You don't know what that is. You lost that, bro. You don't know
But
what
it's
that
funny. My bad, Chaos. I'm sorry.
Crickets.
Nah. You the youngin. We know what it is. Guys, I'm sorry, Chaos. I'm sorry.
Oh, shouldn't cut my go cam on shit. Yeah,
Honestly,
we
with
really
my personal bias aside, I'd say Outer Worlds.
Okay.
But that's a good choice. That's a great choice.
Yeah, okay.
As long as it ain't Death Stranding, because then we had to disown you.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I never played it. I didn't play it.
Just
So
keep it
I
real.
can't really
If
say
it's Death
that.
Stranding, I don't even want to talk to you no more. Because that's not even realistic.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Outer Worlds because as I was playing it and I was taking my time, I was like, yo, this game is good. And, this game isn't even a AAA, isn't it? It's not, right?
What? Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, it's not.
No, that's a AAA. That's a AAA. No, that's a AAA. Yeah. That's a big budget game. Big budget game. Yes, big budget.
Big budget game.
What's your game of the year?
Oh, me? Gears. I mean, when I first put in Gears 5, the tone that Gears set, it just set a whole different mentality. Because when you came in the game, you know how they were showing you, and they were showing they just don't. It was something about they gave you that claustrophobic feel that they was trying to go for at the beginning part, and then when you jump in the water and the designs of the Gears had the total package. Lemon said it the best. Gears actually had the total package, even though I ain't the hugest Gears fan, but I recognize when they say the greatest game of the year, it should go to the game that has the title of the best multiplayer, the best story of the year, the best replay value.
Full package. Talk about it.
The full package for all 360 fucking days. Now, when they be announcing these games and say, "Hey, this game this will kill the Game Awards." See this stuff right here, the bias of what they'll say a game of the year when you know deep down in your heart. For example, last year, deep down in your heart, it's no way possible Red Dead should have became Game of the Year. When I seen that they did not win, I lost all interest in Game Awards because
you lose credibility.
Right. Yeah, that was a killer for me too.
Because that game, sorry to interrupt you, Trip, but that game itself, man, it has so much to it. And people got in for multiplayer, but multiplayer grows. But the single player was amazing. Go ahead, son. I'm sorry.
Shit, yeah. And see, when you notice stuff like that, it kind of devalues when they say, okay, this is the game of the year, or this is gonna be the multiplayer game. I mean, let's be honest, like right now, or I would say either Apex or even Call of. Matter of fact, I would have gave it to Call of Duty, and everybody knows I'm a Battlefield player. And if you're a Call of Duty player, this was the best Call of Duty in years. So
story and everything.
Right. So what you got to do? You got to give respect. And like you was saying earlier about like with the hating and stuff like that with the media. My biggest thing is I hate when somebody try to critique a game or talk shit about a game when they don't play this type of game, or if they don't like this genre, they don't care nothing about this genre, but they want to talk shit about this type of game, or they don't like this type of art design. Not saying the art design bad, but they're not a fan of this type of art design, and they say, oh, this game here ugly, or it's this, or it's that. Why people, if they don't say, oh, look, this is not my type of game. Okay, person say, I don't play Madden, so it ain't my type of game. It look like the same shit to me. I can understand.
I got a question for you, Triple.
Yeah.
What did you feel about Gears of War, Gears 5? I keep saying war because I'm so used to that. But Gears 5 not even being nominated. Did you think that was a setup so Death Stranding would win? Because they put Control in there and that was a flop. And you don't put you facts. Some Janet Jackson BS. But it's like they took out two heavy hitters, right? And put in Control over Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which the single player, I shedded a tear in some of that story, man, because it was so indulging. And Gears 5, I played Gears, all of them. I love them. But this was the first story which pulled my heart in. What did you feel about them not even nominating that for Game of the Year? They nominated for sound. sound effects? Are you serious? That's the best you could do with that game? What did you feel about that?
Right, those things right there, that right there, it just take everything and just squeeze it and compress it to let you know right off the bat that it's biased. First of all, Jeff Keighley, he has his own personal bleepity bleep words that I don't want to say because demonetize your whole channel.
No, it's already done.
Yo, since Flip started talking,
don't give it to you.
No. Before that, way before that.
Yeah, it's already done.
The say it wrong without being Hey,
hold on, one more time. My bad.
Now remember. It's not just only going to give it to you. It's going to give it to you again.
Again. Yo, no pun intended. Good jump off, Chaos.
Hey, Chuck, you know I do. We gonna answer this motherfucking fan. I'm tired of seeing this motherfucker on my shit. So we gonna answer this motherfucker.
Y'all got to think about this too.
It's not credible.
Hey, look, check this out. This is going.
Xbox fanboys. Can you read it? It say this show is not credible. This is only an Xbox fanboy. On it, he don't got no motherfucking.
Can I respond to that? Okay, you go, Enigma. You go first. You go, girl. You get him, girl. First of all,
multiple consoles. Not only do I have an Xbox, I also have a Nintendo Switch. So don't think that everybody in here is just Xbox fanboys.
And she got this too. Look, she got this too. Hold on. She got that too. Hey. All right, my bad. She got that too, sucker. Go ahead, finish, girl.
No, just letting him know there ain't no Xbox fanboys over here because we play on multiple things out here. So we need you just because that may be something that you do. That don't mean that everybody that is in this podcast right now does that.
We got more games than you. I got 760 games on Xbox. I got 200 games on my PlayStation. My Switch got like 50 games, but I only play Nintendo titles over there. Don't do that. Don't come in here trying to discredit what we're doing because like my boy 100 said, your channel is not popping, sucker.
Hey, but man, let me get the point about Jeff Keighley right quick.
Yeah,
finish. This is going to make everybody have that old moment. Jeff Keighley,
woo!
He's a person that's over the Game Awards, right? Am I correct? Jeff Keighley is like
he the boss. Say it,
right? So if he is the boss of the Game Awards, and what game that you said that he was trying to put up there for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, to just sit right there?
Death Stranding. And who made Death Stranding?
His boy
Hideo Kojima. But let me say this. The boy
that he want to suck.
No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna be disrespectful. But what I am gonna say,
no, we ain't gonna do that. Fuck that motherfucker. Cut that shit out, man.
Anytime Jeff Keighley out there, man.
How you gonna make? Hold on, Chuck. How the fuck you going to number one? That's not a Game Award because a Game Award usually when they first initially made the thing a Game Award, it was always a third party game, a game that can play on every fucking console that everybody can enjoy.
Facts.
It wasn't just on one fucking console.
Facts.
One, that's not even a Game Award. Fuck that fat ass nigga, man. I don't give two fucks about that nigga, man.
And you know what?
He ain't nothing but a ball looking ass sucker. Goddamn Japanese motherfucker. That's all the fuck he is, man. Like, stop that.
Yeah, because he be all that Kojima ass. Like, oh, can I be one of the
all of Kojima ass. That nigga went to rape Kojima.
He did say we was in for an experience that we wasn't ready for. But let Triple finish, man. Let my light-skinned brother finish. Go ahead, Triple.
Hey, no, Flip is exactly right about that, man. You gotta think about it. Jeff Keighley loved with Kojima.
Yeah, he loved Kojima.
Yeah. Now the whole thing about this is he always had that little extra flavor for him, and that's why I'm thinking that he trying to set him up to have game of the year because he could. Oh,
It didn't work.
You know all the stuff that Jeff Keighley do, and when he announced the Xbox One X price, like what on a couple years back, when he just dropped the price, like, oh, the Xbox gonna be such and such price. Right, he Jeff Keighley always did those type of things toward the Xbox. He always souted the Xbox, and he always uplifted either the PlayStation. It wasn't just the PlayStation. I mean, for me, it was a little bit odd because he always had a special place for like Asian stuff. Like if it was thing that had
like Bloody Knuckles.
Yeah, I mean,
Bloody love Japanese games. They can't do no wrong. That's
Right,
my brother, but it just he's a little biased.
right. Me personally, I like
Jeff
Asian
Keighley
games
goes a
to a
little
certain
further
degree.
than that.
No, Jeff Keighley is a.
Jeff-
I'm not gonna say that because I gotta go to E3. I might have to see him again because
Man, Jeff
I had
Keighley know this himself. I mean, I ain't no Jeff
No.
Keighley, he knows.
last time I went live with 100, right? This is crazy. Dude was like, "Yo, you don't know what you're talking about." I had to share my screen and show me and Jeff Keighley chopping it up because they think we biased, right? 100, ain't that what happened?
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
They don't know we in the building with these people. Listen, we small channels, we do big things, and we out in these streets.
Think about it.
Facts.
These bum motherfuckers don't know.
Facts.
Just because I don't breaking news or something like that, I don't do something this and all that.
Well, I got the super
all that
insider.
shit. I'm tired of y'all. Thing about it is, y'all favorite YouTuber and all that don't go to these spots. They don't meet nobody. They don't.
Nah.
They
Nah.
beg somebody to get somebody on their channel and to talk, and they don't even know how to interview a motherfucker.
Facts.
Interviewer. For one, I ain't gonna interview nobody. I can. How you doing? This is 100. This is right there. And
Shout out to my dudes that be in the E3 floor that be walking 3 miles in one day on some sneakers.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm doing that shit. I like to entertain, and that's what I like.
Mhm.
Entertaining channel. You can be free, say what the hell you want to say, and be what you want to do. This is how we do it.
But we out in these streets and we putting that footage up.
Say Chaos can say what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? Flip can say what he say. What I'm saying.
God.
You know what I'm saying? No, you can't say that one. I told
Not
you.
that. Not that.
I told you already. I slapped the shit out of your ass. You turn light skin.
I already hear him say than Jeff Keighley. I already hear.
But you know what? You know what? Everybody here got a real opinion, right? Everybody know what they support. You know me. Like dudes told me, "Yo, you toxic. You deal with 100." I said, "Nah, my boy 100 bleed green, and I'm a universal gamer, but I prefer Xbox multiplayer online. That's a fact." But because you prefer something, that don't mean you can't enjoy something else. That's the problem with these current gamers. That's the problem. They think because they love PlayStation or they love Xbox or they love the Switch, you can't enjoy another company's platform. And the title of me is I'm a gamer, baby. Most of you people in here gamers. My boy 100 has been converted to the VR status. I preached to him for 2 years, get VR, you would enjoy it. He was like, hell no. So me and my boy, shout out to my man Megatron in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We stood on that line for 2 hours.
2 and 30.
Right.
I got that one.
When we left there, me and Megatron didn't say we was buying the Quest, right? I said that Vader Immortal, that was a goddamn serious experience. I said I hope it come to PlayStation because I got the PlayStation VR, and right now I'm about to buy me the Oculus S, right? But 100 left there and said, I'm buying the Quest. He tried to buy it on the spot. I said, yo, you bugging. They're not selling shit here. He said, no, I'm going to Axton. I need this in my life. I said, oh, you anti-VR? He said, no, not until I tried it. Then he went home. They didn't sell that. They didn't sell that E3. He went home. This is a quick story. When he got home, he tried to buy it. Lemon, it's up for pre-order. I said, damn, son. He said, no, I'm on that. I need this. I need to spend that 400 and change. I need this. The experience was different. I'm like, yeah, he frauding. Whatever. He had too much to drink. But guess what? He said this.
I'm a gaming father. And as a gaming father, this is what I do. So he went out there, he pre-ordered, he purchased, he promotes, he put up videos. That's what real gamers do.
Hey, say,
no fanboy.
Real gamers.
No fanboy.
Hey, have you got VR, right? They say
VR?
Yeah, VR. You're not a real, you're not a real VR user unless you beat Resident Evil 7. So let me know.
I don't have.
Okay. No. First of all, Triple. If you ain't got PlayStation VR in that game, that's an understatement. That game is hard as hell. But in VR, it's worse because you're scared. Because you're scared. I said it last week on GRG. That is the best
right now.
That is the best game in VR. You hear what I'm telling you? Yo, you can walk up to a chair, you can look around the chair, and we talking about PlayStation VR. We ain't even talking about console. We ain't even talking about PC, which the graphics are better. We talking about console. You go into that game and look at a chair, look around, everything's in 3D. Crazy. That game is scary. I ain't beat it.
Which they
what we doing?
I ain't beat it, but the game, that's the best VR game. That should have sold VR to everybody because the experience with Resident Evil 7 is absolutely amazing in VR.
Oh my God, they threw me out the car.
It's amazing in VR. You hear what I'm telling you? You hear what I'm telling you, Triple? It is amazing.
The experience. Playing GTA without me, little.
I'm not a VR person.
Listen, I wish you lived closer. I would let you experience it in my house. It is amazing.
Hang on, I got a public service announcement. If I catch y'all motherfuckers fucking with my home girl,
why you keep cursing?
Medieval with y'all asses.
Stop cursing, 100.
I get cussed. It's already fucked up anyway. So shit.
What's going on?
I ain't got nothing else to do. You playing all that goddamn music? It's already fucked up.
No. It was weird. Y'all been cursing. I played that like 45 minutes after y'all done cursed. But you know what?
It's already fucked up.
Elite Series X, sucker. It's a Prometheus commercial.
And y'all sit there and y'all check this woman don't have nothing to do with it.
Don't shake your head, bro. You know what happens on intermediate gaming. You already know K Mega, but you enjoying the hell out of it. K Mega, hit me in the chat and tell me if you enjoying this podcast, bro.
Here, Mega. I'm gonna throw the link. We just bring Mega in this motherfucker.
We got a spot open for my brother.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Yo, first of all, dudes be hating on us because we got too much of a light-skinned podcast. Right, Triple? There's too many light-skinned brothers in here. They can't compete with us.
Y'all can hear this motherfucker. Y'all think about it is, I gotta go and tweet that.
K Mega, come on, man. And we got a spot for Bloody too. We got a spot for Bloody.
I don't want to hear that motherfucker. No.
Yo, don't. What I told you.
I see that clock that's on that wall. It doesn't matter me at all. I sent the link, so.
You sent the link. Your Bloody, you ready?
Hang on. We got Stu through the phone. He cut off.
I'm telling Trump where you at, Stu.
Why Stu calling me through Hangout?
You talking about that? That's your home.
You're Enigma. You know I love you, girl. Don't mind your boy tonight. It's just different. I told him we going live. I'm excited. I'm a Series X dude. I don't care if it costs a stack. I'm gonna be the only dude on my block with it. Facts.
And you gonna get it for a stack? You gonna get it for a stack?
Yo, listen. I've gave Asus Strix for a 1080 Ti custom edition graphic card $825, right? Why wouldn't I buy a console?
Okay.
A whole console for the same price.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yo, Flip.
We can hear you. God damn, man, you messing up the joke.
You running the joke, my nigga. I'm happy for you, dog.
I don't use the N-word. I don't use the N-word.
You want to
Xbox have to stop.
We gonna switch motherfuckers in and out. So Bloody want to talk.
Yeah.
Let Bloody talk.
He said,
Bloody beat on the nut.
We got Bloody here. Gone. Bloody want to talk. I'm switching motherfuckers in and out. I don't even hold motherfucking.
Some of the awards that
Think of my little brother, Mr. 1K on Mixer, Mr. 1K on Mixer. Shout out at your man.
Hang on. I gotta make sure. Hang on. I gotta make sure I'm wearing the right glasses. Right? If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna be on camera. I gotta make sure I got the right ones on. Right. All right. Now we're good.
Man, take them all.
Leave him. Yo, don't do that.
All right. No, that show.
Come on, man. Go talk.
Let me say. I was like, a lot of the awards, most of the ones that won were well deserved. The only one I was like, look for you, right? Me and you talk about Modern Warfare. Winning the best sound design, like Sekiro had great sound design, RE2 had great sound design, but Modern Warfare sound design absolutely spot on. I was like, some of the games that won best impact, Disco Elysium was actually hella dope and deserved what it did. I was like, a lot of the games that won were well deserved in those categories. The only thing that when we talked about Death Stranding, because I was the only one who played it, besides of course Livewire, we talked about our thoughts on it. The one thing I said that they did really great was they had one of the best soundtracks, and that's because the only thing that Kojima does that has really good is he has a great composer who knows how to choose the right music. That music composition, well deserved. But a lot of the games that won, some of them were very obvious. There was a few that were surprising, but I was still right about Sekiro. I know my bias.
So you do think that was the game of the year?
Yes, I do. I was like, it had
how?
Let me explain, right? Yeah. Sekiro, while still being still being a very Soulsborne game, especially coming from the fathers of that genre From Software, Sekiro had a little bit more accessibility because of the fact that it didn't have the over-complicated RPG systems of Dark Souls. You didn't have to manage your individual classes. You didn't have to level up and manage individual stats. They introduced like Devil May Cry. They introduced the fact of you level up by getting so many kills, and you get skill points to put into what you want and unlock different styles of play unlocking the different schools of techniques. The only thing that you suffered about it when you died is you would just lose your experience on the current bar, but you wouldn't lose the skill points you already unlocked. I was like, it didn't punish you as significantly as Dark Souls did, because in Dark Souls you had to spend all your souls to individually level up. I was like, if you died, you lose everything you had. So if you were trying to farm and get too cocky, and then you try to rush and you get caught off guard, then you lose everything that you just spent hours farming up. This kind of makes it a little bit easier. Hang on.
Did we just get a definition from the Spanish
Mexican? I'm trying to let my man talk. Gonna talk, blood. Gonna talk.
Not only that, I was like, it had some of the best game direction from Software. It also had amazing sound design in that game individually, and the story was a lot more upfront compared to Dark Souls. While I love the story of Dark Souls, there's a lot of that game that you have to discover on your own. Sekiro was very much straightforward, presented a lot more information up front, and the only time that you really got to see anything different was when you actually followed what From Software does, is go out to past areas and explore and get the individual stories of other characters that change the overall ending. But most of the time with Dark Souls, it was always one or two endings, depending on what you did. And then for those who actually went exploring and did all the side character storylines, this one was very more upfront, and it presented a lot more story that was very compelling. I was like following the story of the wolf and the owl while they were trying to follow the Iron Code and save the Dragon Prince. I was like, it's crazy. I was like, it's well deserved.
Chuck want to ask you a question. He want to ask your ass a question.
All right. What any of that have to do with it being game of the year? Comparing it to Dark Souls, don't have nothing to do with it being game of the year. The game of the year should have a criteria of certain characteristics in the game. It should be graphically inclined. That don't mean it have to be photorealistic. That don't mean they have to just be beautiful. It just have like or it could be, you know what I'm saying, a good graphic design. You got to have that category. You got to have the category of sound. You got to have the category of storytelling. You got to have the category of replayability. You got to have the category of if it is a single player game, you got to be a hell of a 40 to 50 hour single player game. Or you got to have some type of multiplayer component that's not just tacked on, that's actually good. So when I see that, when I see a game that got to have all those criteria, that's the only way I can see it being game of the year. Now,
it attacks all of those. I was like, it has great visuals, it has great sound direction, it has replayability, but the fact that there's four different there's 4 different endings, and there is enough even from skilled players. I was like, it still takes a grind to get through the game. Even if you take the shorter ending, I was like, you're still looking at about 25 for that. But that also cuts off the whole second half of the campaign that you have to replay and go towards the other endings. So there is replayability, as well as the fact that it is very strong single player. I was like, it doesn't have a multiplayer tacked on. So it focuses heavily on its story, which I said that it presents a lot more compared to the others. All the checkboxes that you say the criteria, it matches all of those. Because the fact that I'm looking at it as what it did and how it improved and changed from other games in this genre. It very much follows that. It is still a hard game. So yes, as Lemon put it before, is that it's definitely going to be a hardcore game that may not appeal to the masses, but there was still a lot more accessibility for this to reach more players. But it's still one of those games that takes skill and time to learn, just like any other game out there. It takes skill and time to learn.
Gears of War?
It's for me. It was right there with Gears of War. I was like, but
let me answer this, buddy.
Right there, it got to be here.
It's above Gears of War for me, but I love Gears of War.
Let me ask you this, buddy. Let me ask you this. So,
what's up?
So let me ask you this. So you are okay with the point of they're making a game only exclusive to one console, which a lot of people may not able to afford more than one console. Only a game that's only exclusive for one console instead of it being multi-plat. You think that's fair to other people that have that game just to be a game of the year for one console?
But Sekiro was multi.
That's kind of fucked up and biased.
No,
like why? I mean, I understand if the game was multi-plat.
Like,
I'm saying the same thing for Gears of War. I wouldn't want Gears of War to be game of the year either because everybody don't have more than
Yo, listen, Sekiro is multi-plat though.
Yeah, Sekiro is multi-plat. I played it on the Xbox.
Is it?
Yeah, it's multi-plat.
Oh, all right.
Okay. No, that's a multi-plat, son. That's a multi-plat.
But if you're gonna follow that, then why was a game like Death Stranding
I thought
game of the year if that's only locked to one console? It's the same reason. It's the same excuse that you could use as why was God of War Game of the Year nominee last year if it's only on PlayStation. I was like, while I may not agree with it, but I may not agree with it. I may not agree with it, but at the same time, if a game does well and present, I mean, it's the same reason that if like Halo 1 could have won a Game of the Year way back in the day, it's because of the fact that it did something that was unique and it revolutionized something, right? It presented all the things that a lot of people would have wanted. It had a great story. It had a great gameplay back in the day. It also had great soundtrack and all of that. It checked all of those, even compared to today for its time. I was like, even if it's exclusive, if it can follow all of that criteria and handle everything that people want and do that in a manner that is approached and loved by everyone, why not be a nominee? I was like, I understand that it seems like garbage if it's exclusive, but that also just shows the kind of stories and kind of backing that those consoles could have. Look at when Gears of War won, the very first one won all the cinematography awards way back when the first one came out on the 360, and that was only on the 360. I was like, but that wasn't
the game of the year, though.
No. Let me interrupt both of you. Has nothing to do with console exclusives. It has something to do with what's the best game of that year. Right. That's it. It's not about what console it's on. What? No. Let me finish.
Hold on.
It is about what's the best game of that year. It could be an indie game that gave an experience, the best out of anything. Doesn't matter.
I don't say
and I'm not mad at Sekiro winning it. I would have been mad if Death Stranding won it. I'm just disgusted because hold on, let me finish. I'm just disgusted because Gears 5 wasn't nominated.
and it deserved a nomination. I always say that it deserved it.
It's better than 99% of the games that came out this year. It's supposed to be nominated.
Oh yeah,
it sold more than Sekiro on multiple consoles.
I understand what you're saying, but being though that game was on multiple consoles, you really can't. I mean, of course, it could have been better. It could have been another game that's a multi-plat that it could have been a game of the year. Any game that's exclusive, that was not what that shit was about when they first started doing this. Until Jeff Keighley took over that. The moment Jeff Keighley took over that, it became about some game, certain game.
But you know what? You know what? You know what? Flip. You know what? Flip.
Hang on. Flip. Now, Flip. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He one that made that awards.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying.
But he's sitting there and he's sitting there like he's God Almighty. He's not motherfucking.
I don't respect that dude whatsoever because of the bullshit that he does.
Fuck them Game Awards.
Hey, so what about Control though? I mean, that's a single player game. I don't even think that should have. I mean, I love Remedy games, but I still say a game like that should be considered game of the year.
Okay, Triple. Let me hit you with this.
Yeah.
Let me hit you with this.
It didn't even sell.
The game flopped. Can't be game of the year. Nobody liked it. That's why they threw it in there with Death Stranding. They tried to. No. This is the understanding, Flip. They tried to fix it so Death Stranding will win by default because they threw it in there with titles. You like Control flop. Why would you put that in there? How can that be game of the year? Who's that game of the year to? It ain't game of the year to the gamers. It didn't sell.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying. So,
and that's what Sekiro got that upset.
Hold on, let me finish. A game has to be successful to be considered game of the year. Hideo Kojima tried to insult us, right? Western gamers don't know how to game. They need the experience, whatever. Right? Okay, whatever. But in Japan, in 3 weeks, it sold 230,000 copies. I guess they don't know about gaming either because they didn't buy that shit either. Facts. They sold 180 the first week. That's the hardcore. And then you sold 233 2 weeks after the first week. That's 3 weeks of 230. Are you serious? That means word of mouth killed the game. And if anybody know anything about game sales, the initial guys that go out there is the hardcore crowd initially. And word of mouth keeps the momentum up. That game flopped in every region. How can it be considered game of the no? I'm talking about facts. I ain't talking about my opinion. Yo, listen, if it sold 50 million in Japan, I would have said it. What I'm telling you is it flopped. The dude just left. Hold on, wait, no. The dude just left his own studio. The game goddamn flopped. Right. His other man, the leader of the studio, left before he left. Come on, let's talk about it. Konami made it see something in him that they said he crazy. We saw him at E3 walking with 6 dudes my size. Didn't talk to nobody. He don't speak English. Why are you walking through E3? Because you know people see you. I'm a fan since NES. The days of when the health regeneration thing was called rations. I'm a fan, but I don't co-sign BS. If your game sucks, it sucks. I like Yo Suzuki from AM2 and AM3 departments in Sega. Shenmue 3 is trash. Facts. I don't care if I like Shenmue 1 and 2. You see, that's what separates me and Bloody. Bloody goes, find the kumbaya situation. The sun will shine and the grass will grow. No. Death Stranding is garbage. That's when Bloody admitted, wait, let me finish. Bloody game is not that good.
Why you say it sucked though?
No, the game is trash.
I mean, it gotta have a reason why it's trash.
Okay. One. Let me finish, Bloody. Okay. I watched several streamers. I didn't buy the game. I wouldn't buy the game. I watched Bloody play for like 4 hours. When you walk around in nothingness, nothingness with no gameplay. Trash. Trash. I'm not buying no game to walk around for hours and accomplish nothing.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
One button combination combos.
Yep.
Sorry. Yo, listen. I'm a Hideo fan. No. That game is garbage.
And didn't I kept it real about that game. Did I not still get it? And did I not say I was going to give it a chance and still give it the benefit of the doubt? And was still realistic.
On GRG, and he kept it official. He said what it was. That's why I said, out of everybody that be talking trash, he co-signed this game. I said, I begged him at Comic-Con 2019. I said, Bloody, don't do it. This game has problems. No, I'm going to do this. And we got into a debate back and forth. I said, Bloody, I'm not going to discuss it with you no more because you're going to be stuck on what he's done in the past, and you don't want to look at what he's saying in the future. When Bloody came on GRG, he said exactly what I said, but he said, Lemon said this, and I was like, nope, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to take one for the team. He took one for the team. The game is trash. Facts.
And even though I still streamed it, I did a lot of stuff in the background and made it easier on everyone who watched those streams. So that way they didn't have to see all the mindless manual tasks I did for hours to make it easier for me to do stuff.
Right.
And to watch the story.
But he kept it real. At the end of the day, he kept it real. He did what real gamers do. I bought that game Haze. Remember that game on PS2?
I remember
the next Halo.
PS3, the Halo Killer.
Yeah, PS3. Okay, the Halo Killer.
Yep.
I bought that game, right? You know, I'm a Halo fan. I bought that game. I said, yeah, if it don't have to be a Halo Killer, just be as good as Halo from Sony.
Yep.
I took that game home. I almost shot myself in the face. I said, this is horrible. Because that's just being real. And Bloody kept it real. And I want people to keep it real. That game should not have been nominated for DM of the Year. And you left out two big dogs, Call of Duty and Gears of War. Sorry.
Right.
That's disrespectful.
What's the most garbagest game you ever bought?
Huh?
What's the garbagest game you ever bought?
It might be Haze.
Oh.
That game, because, you know, I do my homework. Remember that game, Blink? What's it called, Blink?
Yeah, Blink.
Oh, that was.
But think about it. Blink was showing you the power of the Xbox One, the OG Xbox.
But that game was garbage.
You mean Brink?
Brink.
Right? Yeah, Brink was
that game was garbage.
Hang on, but I'll say this, right? Brink was garbage, but that's the studio that now does the multiplayer for Gears of War and has been helping with them and has improved significantly since.
No. But we're talking about Brink though. We ain't talking about years of experience after. We're talking about Brink.
But
Brink was garbage.
It was garbage. But that was Splash Damage's first game, and what they did in that game, there was some goodness to it, right?
There you go, Kumbaya, my lord.
Listen, the gameplay was awesome. Unlike you, I'll look at your experience. And I said the game was garbage. But what Splash Damage did was they were the first ones to do the open parkour system and movement for that game. It panned out fairly okay. But the gunplay and everything else and the class system in that game was bad. All right, I own up to that. But
listen to your father. I don't want to hear this.
I'm just saying it's.
Bloody, I don't care.
No, I'm speaking truth.
That game was garbage.
Yes.
Bloody.
Because who followed with parkour? No, I'm not saying
that game was good.
Oh my God. Y'all are trying to twist my words right now. No, I didn't say it was good. I said what the studio tried to do was a good attempt. Because what came after that people copied? The open parkour system turned around and went to what game? That was Titanfall, and people love Titanfall. All right,
Titanfall is good.
But who gave them the idea? Who wanted to do it?
Yo, listen. Everybody wanted to be Pac-Man, so they had to make Miss Pac-Man. Everybody tried some type of form of Pac-Man. It didn't work, so they made Miss Pac-Man. Listen, Bloody, we're not going to defend garbage titles. Let's move on. Let's move. No. This is not Smash. Let's move on. I'm not.
No.
Hey,
Because
so what about you,
I'm
Bob?
not defending it. I said the game was bad. I'm just saying what the studio tried to do. I'll say there's a difference. All right. Get my point. Come on.
I got you.
You
I got you.
with it? Say, Bound. What's that, man? What about you? What's the worst game you ever bound? I want to hear some embarrassing shit.
I don't even want to name that one.
No, name it. You got to give it up. Everybody else giving it up. Let's go.
I forgot the game. You know what I'm saying? Out my memory.
Oh, now you got Misforgets? My boy got Misforgets live. We live 100.
I forgot about the game name.
Enigma.
Hey, I'm gonna put.
What's your worst purchase game?
Worst purchase game. You have to think about it.
The worst game I played was.
No, it's not worst.
No, you know, it was one of the like Madden games that came out. It was so terrible, like nobody played it.
That was horrible.
There was one game on the 360 that I bought. What was it?
The only reason I got two bad games like that is because I believe the hype, and I usually do my homework, and I don't purchase nothing that I don't do my homework on. But I gave these dudes a chance, and it was a nightmare. Hayes was trash. It was garbage. Yo, look, man. I wish I could have got the 15 minutes back of my life. That was terrible, man. You know what I'm saying?
Flip? Where you at?
No, what about you, Triple? Forget Flip. Flip complains about everything. What about you?
Man, the worst game I ever purchased was Superman on the Xbox 360.
Super what?
Superman.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that one. That was a forgettable experience. He might be right. That's in the top 3, definitely.
The worst game, motherfucker.
Man, I used to go to the things and try to go to the
right.
And I played. Hey, they ain't gonna lie. The whole flying mechanics when he used to fly, then he used to go into the speed of light when he go boom, boom. Everything else sucked. Everything else about the game sucked.
Facts.
Yeah. Man, what I say Bound, you seen K Mega, huh? In the chat.
As I said, I tried to tell him. I gave him a link. He's saying, wait, I'm trying to get him in.
No, he's in here already waiting, but someone
I don't see him waiting.
You and K Mega supposed to rotate, bloody. Remember, I got you up in this mother sucker. You gotta back, yo, bloody.
You got to back out so he can come in.
You got to back out so he can get in. Let's go.
All right.
You got that.
We got to say goodbye.
Hold on.
All right,
Wait.
You talk long enough. enough.
We listen to you, Flip.
Shut up.
No, shut up.
No, shut up. Shut up.
No,
Just be quiet. You're running your mouth the whole time I've been letting you pass. Shut your yellow ass up.
Which one?
The word game
Me or Bloody? Me or Bloody?
Talking to your ass. You.
Lemon?
Lemon.
First of all, you got 4 pair of eyes, and your glasses are so strong they can see into the future. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I know. That's why you the worst tech guy ever. Inspector Gadget. But like I was saying, before I was duly interrupted, the worst fucking game I played was a lot of. It's a lot. The worst of all is that nut-ass game called Narc. That was one of the worst childish fucking games ever. It was called Narc.
Yeah, I remember that.
Narc was the worst fucking game.
It was a ripoff of the arcade game. Remember the arcade game was tough, and they brought it home. It was not the same game. Facts. He's right.
Yeah.
I remember.
See, we're the same age group, sucker.
What the hell is Narc?
Lemon, did you ever play Ark the Lad on PS2? And
of course. I beat Ark the Lad 1 and 2 Japanese. I told you, you're not the Japanese connoisseur.
Hang on.
I did not like Ark the Lad. I did not like Ark the Lad.
I beat 1 and 2 while they was in Japanese.
Was like a cop and robber.
Hang on, we gonna
like selling drugs and all that other shit.
Yeah, we gonna give it a buck. Nigga, it's American podcast. We gonna talk about American shit.
No. He said.
Well, Bloody definitely gotta go. He's definitely a 5 deadly venoms, mother sucker.
You know what I'm saying? God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Good night. But
he said God bless. Good night. Let's get K Megan here for real.
I got you.
They kicking me.
I appreciate you. K Megan, motherfucker.
We're not kicking you, son. You made your point about your game, and we rock with you.
Oh, the only thing I was gonna say was that X series. that hybrid console looking computer.
Wait a minute. No, we're not doing that.
About it when you first got in. How much you drunk?
No, we're not doing that.
How much you drunk?
Hey, that tower.
It looks like a hybrid between.
No, what is it called? What is it? Oh.
Wow.
I didn't know. No,
Wow.
I thought I could see. I didn't know he was on standby like that.
Yo, wait a minute.
I've been sitting here waiting.
Yo, what?
I didn't know.
Yo, what's up with your game of picture?
What happened?
Yo, you talk about taking shots. You don't get no better than what K Mega just did.
No, shot.
No, you took a shot.
Oh, I'm put it in the wrong.
No, you bleeding 50 shades of green right now. What the hell you doing?
Hey man, I'm looking at my boy Redbow, man, gaming over here talking about that we hypocrites. So let me make this now. You killing this boy's revenue.
It's over. No, it's been over. Since Flip came in here talking about F this, F that, god damn it, mother sucker, and N words.
And straight in F-bomb. Demonetized.
Yeah.
Flip dropped the N-word about 50 times before I started playing the music.
Copyright claims. DMX is getting all that little change. Anyway,
he's gonna buy a new crackhead pipe on my watch.
Thank you for inviting me to come on here, man, with everybody on here, man. You know what I'm saying?
We love you, bro. We love you.
See flipping.
Good deal. Good door.
I ain't seen my boy Triple Cup Chuck, man, in a minute, man. What's going on, Yang Gang in the house? You know what I'm saying?
Yang Gang.
And
we still can't see him. You see that beard in his face? All you see is his nose and his eyes.
My beard is catching up. My beard is catching up.
Yo, 100. Show your boy Triple how to clean up real nice. Because them New Orleans is confused, son. Damn.
I want to say this because Robo said something in the chat. And everybody knows because I've been saying this in the GRG attack. I've been trying to go after and get some PlayStation, Nintendo, PC men or women to come on the show, represent, talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that
not after
GRG,
today.
Yeah, I know GRG is looked at as a primarily Xbox podcast, and we're all gamers here. I mean, we all play Xbox, but we all own PlayStations, etc. So the fact of it is that look, man, I have no problem of reaching out, or you can reach to me. I've reached out to numerous PlayStation people. I thought that we was going to have
numerous
come on the show, and last minute. They ain't nowhere to be found. I'll hit them up. I'll say, hey man, are you still coming on to the show?
What you gamers want from a new?
Well, I know what you gamers want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I got no problem. You know what I'm saying? Come on to the show. Yeah,
what you gamers want from a new?
Yeah, they reneging real quick.
Hey, Nick, will you like that?
Chris Hart, you talking? You in the chat, but you don't come on the podcast.
Yo, Christopher Hart, shout out to the only PlayStation dude in here still drowning, asking for the oxygen tank.
So trust me, I've been out there. I've been asking. I'm like, hey man, you want to come on? And then the first thing's like, hey man, appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely want to come on, man, and represent and all that stuff. And we talking real cool and smooth. You know how GRG. We ain't gonna come out here and try to act like some fools. We're gonna keep it let people say what they want to say, and then we talk about it and discuss it. But then,
hold on.
Like I could be inviting other people on the show, and then because I'm over here expecting some of these guys to come, guys and ladies to come on, they all of a sudden they run off.
Damn, 100.
So it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. So
no. It's not your fault, K Mega. You know what happens? Game Awards happen.
Man,
I know.
No. Wait. Let me finish. Death Stranding reviews happen. No AAA titles this holiday season happen. And then today, Phil, we will be making.
Hey, say, K Mega, what's the worst game you ever purchased?
The most powerful console ever.
Redemption. It was a motorcycle game I bought on the 360. It was called
Racer.
It wasn't a racer. It was a storied game. something redemption. It was so bad. I'm blocking the rest of it out of my memory banks. It was horrible. It was man, matter of fact, if you go look and you check out reviews and stuff like that, I think they've given it a 0 or 1. I went ahead and I looked at the back of the box. I went to GameStop. I traded in about maybe 10 games. And then I went ahead and I seen that game and it was new. And I'm like, man, I want to try this game out. I ain't played a good motorcycle storied game, before. This is something different. And it was different. And so I went ahead and I jumped on it. And then
real different.
I played it. It was real different. It was whack. I can't. If people in the chat can remember, man, but it was something called Road to Redemption. It was horrible. It was horrible, and I had to take it back and trade in. And you know what GameStop gave me for that game?
$3.
Brand new. I mean, I just bought it. I played it for like a day, 2 days.
Oh, make it. Your enemy in me to say, because I don't fuck with that motherfucker. This one,
Road Redemption. Yeah, thank you.
So this motherfucker right here, this old dumbass nigga.
You see, I should play my music right now. This is what I was talking about.
Hey,
Enigma. You see, I haven't cursed. I ain't used the N-word. I ain't say F this. But flip. And 100, the goddamn the bulletproof vest is off.
Hey,
they shooting 30-30s on the block.
It's be a police officer.
Yo, son, pull it back. I don't know what's in that bottle, but it's serious. God, dog.
What's up?
Your boy Chris Park don't say you can answer questions on my channel. Don't say.
Well, I got him blocked. Should I unblock that sucker?
No.
And he light skinned. He going against the light skinned team.
Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy Remastered, and The Last of Us 2. I want to slap you.
Okay, hold on. All right, okay. So
looking like a fake ass Puffy.
Okay, so what was you going to ask me, 100? What was you going to ask?
No, that's what he's saying.
That's what he put in
it right now. Listen, okay, now.
So no AAA, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy Remake, The Last of Us Part 2. That's what he put in the chat.
Right. Okay. So Ghost of Tsushima.
I heard you don't play no games. You got free VR games too. I heard that, and you be e-begging. That's what I heard.
So Ghost of Tsushima looked fantastic. Day one by. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Ghost of Tsushima looked solid. Looked like a gold classic hack and slash. I'm definitely all for that. It looked fantastic. Now, the thing of it now Final Fantasy Remake, I don't even know why you guys is even trying to do that, because remember, you have to keep that energy. K Mega, do not forget.
Nothing.
When we tried to hold on to we tried to hold on to Rise of the Tomb Raider with that year exclusivity. You told us, PlayStation Nation told us, that's not really an exclusive because of the fact that it's still going to go to other platforms. So again,
K Mega, stop that.
Keep that energy. No. Final Fantasy is coming to the Xbox and to the PC. Stop.
K Mega, you're gonna stop that. You're gonna stop telling people the facts. You see, you light skinned dudes is different, man.
No, hang on.
Y'all be acting real different. You're gonna promote the facts to other console owners that be doing a serious rebuttal on nonsense, and you just gonna flip it on them like that? You just gonna keep it like that, K Mega? You gonna rub it in their face like that, K Mega?
I'm not trying to rub it in the face. I'm just telling them to keep that energy. Keep that energy. So look, it's not a.
Let's ask someone else. Roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
About this, baby girl.
What's up?
About the conversation. What are they talking about?
He talking about the stigmas, sister. The stigmas.
I know what it is. I've been going back and forth in the chat, so I'm like partially listening.
She working.
You doing? That's why you my girl, man. You always gonna be my girl. Now, that ain't my girl. No. I'm saying she's solid.
But when it comes to the games that he just named, like, sir, some of those games are not out yet. We're talking about currently. You going into the future. We need you to dial it back a little bit.
And it kind of looked like he's trying to say something about PlayStation got the best AAA games when he was talking about Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy, and Last of Us 2. Don't get me wrong, that game look like it's gonna be the truth. But at the same time, you got to look at Ghost of Tsushima. It's gonna be a good 20 hours you're gonna put into that game. Last of Us 2, you probably put in between 10 and 15 hours in the game.
Facts.
Maybe play it again. But besides for that, that's all you're gonna get out of that. And basically that's a week worth of gaming for an average game. 1 week.
But you know what's crazy?
They should have pushed that game. They should have pushed that game back to the PlayStation 5 because all they're going to do is with The Last of Us. They're going to do what they did with the PlayStation 4. They're going to triple dipple, flip it around, and make another special edition. Do another coat of paint on that joint just for the PlayStation 5 instead of just pushing all them games back to the PS5.
But you know what, Flip? You know what, Flip? You might be right, but sometimes you got to look at the source, right? And his opinions is really solid right now. But I would respect it more if you didn't have a whole bunch of free games on PlayStation. He got a lot of free games. We talking to somebody that be e-begging. So you talking about games that you ain't gonna purchase. You got to be asking people, are they gonna buy it for you? So you're not in the gamer situation. You're on the e-begging line.
So Lamesis, you gonna pick a side? You ready to pick a side?
I pick a side. I pick the light skin side.
Right now. You know
I pick a side. I pick the light skin team. GRD got the most light skin podcasters on deck, and we keep it official. And we buy games. We don't beg for games. We buy them, right? Right, K Mega? We buy games, right? You play games because I heard K Mega is not the king of the A button, but I see a game score is better than people. I see 100 games score better than people. I see my man triple cup.
You know what?
Is better and more gaming than these fake dudes on YouTube.
Hey, can I get? I don't.
Am I wrong, K Mega? Do you not be leading the leaderboards in gamer scores? Please tell me if I'm wrong.
I have pertain into being.
Do we not multiplayer live on Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, and everything else? Do we not play these games? Do our library? Listen, Black Friday. How many games could you possibly get? You know why you couldn't buy no games, Game Maker?
Because I had most of them. Yeah, I already got them. Yeah, there was only a couple.
Facts.
Hey, I thought I was the only person that had that
Nah,
problem.
no, we got that problem.
I got it.
We got it.
Yeah,
we got it. So when these dudes be out here frauding in these streets, going to other people's podcasts, begging up all in their videos.
Because I don't think Robo heard me. I don't think Robo heard me when I first said that stuff. Okay, sorry. All right. So Robo, I just made this point. I'm not going to go into because I was drawn out long when I said it before, but I have reached out to plenty of PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC people. Not so many Nintendo and PC people because I really want to bring in more diehard PlayStation fans on the show. I mean, we're all gamers on GRG. We're multiple
everything.
Console owners.
Everything.
Right? So there really ain't. So the stigma is irrelevant. But the point of the matter is that we wouldn't mind having other people come onto the show. Now, I'm not going to bring toxic people onto the show to make GRG look like
ignorant.
It's something stupid. That's not going to happen. But what I do is I reach out to people all the time. They tell me that they're going to come on. I set a date. And then when I hit them up like that Wednesday, Thursday, or even Friday, and I'm like, hey, y'all, you still coming on? And then I don't hear anything from them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you hear? You hear this?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? If you know some people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? You guys see me on Twitter, at KMega4. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Let me know. We have no problem with bringing people on the show, talking to, you know what I'm saying? If you have a different opinion than us, it's all good. We got no problem with that.
You might have heard this question earlier. You wasn't on here earlier.
Okay.
But he was here.
I swear to God, I got blew up yesterday like a
You're right, E-Rock.
I got blew up yesterday like a motherfucker.
GRG gonna be messy tomorrow.
And I lost my mind. I was when they told me this, I was driving, right? I'm in LA driving, right? I'm gonna hit a motherfucking motorcyclist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm saying I was swerving. And they said it was gonna be announced at the VGAs.
Video game assholes. Because that's what the hell we witnessed. Video game assholes.
Bullshit.
Woo!
How do you feel about the bullshit? Because I was appalled by it, and when I got told to me, you know what I'm saying, about a certain individual,
word.
And then I was like, huh? What the fuck this shit come from? That's what I was appalled by it. You know what I'm saying? I turned to Stephen A. Smith like, what the fuck?
I'll give y'all a platform.
A certain individual, we don't say no names, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it peaceful.
Fuck you mean?
But you know what? Certain individual said that that was and we
Master Chief Collection. I got breaking news. Hold on, 100. I got breaking news.
I want to rip it, but I want to let Megan. Megan, how you feel about it?
Hold on, K-Mega. Hold on. Go ahead. Breaking news. Master Chief Collection has been announced for the Switch. Fake news. Fake news.
Hey, you know he on one night. He was on time and everything.
All right, so
I was a punk, man. You don't understand. My phone blew the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I heard you and I watched you and I watched kind of the tail end of. Well, I paid attention to the rest of it, but I caught the tail end of you and Ebot, and then I've been listening ever since. You know, right. I don't know. I don't know if y'all shows just started or whatever, but I've been.
Oh, you mean when I put it in GRG? When I put it in GRG?
Yeah, when you put it in GRG, I sit there and I turn it on and I listen. I said, oh, okay, 100 doing some shit. So anyway, but other than that, like once I seen that out there, I seen that if you didn't notice, and I think I said this yesterday when I made that video. I made a video, or I said this on Twitter because I did a lot of interacting today.
I bet you did.
I did a lot of interacting with people.
There was a lot of smoke to get.
But I did say this. If you haven't noticed, every time, and this has been from the very beginning of Xbox One's generation. Every time that there is something positive about Xbox, somebody always leaks some so-called leaks bad information or makes an article to cause to spin the positive vibes of what Xbox has done into questioning what's going on here, what's doing this. If you just all you got to do is just check, look at other people's podcasts, look at from media sites from all over the stuff, right? Every time. But the one thing that I've noticed is that, and I made this point tonight after the VGAs. Xbox is now doing something that we have been asking for a long time, and that is for them to step ahead and kill these narratives. Right when that narrative came out about that, right, and people were swearing that these were, you had some people that were swearing and testifying that this was the truth. The person that actually made that report, he had to backpedal and say, look, I really don't know what's going on. I'm just speculating. It's just a rumor. And then people was using it that it was going to be on the VGAs. And it was just like, even with common sense, there has to be some kind of deal going on if Master Chief Collection would go on the Switch. But how could Master Chief Collection, as big and as difficult as that game was on the Xbox One, could run
the most difficult.
It was the most difficult game that you could that was probably ever tried to be achieved.
But do you know why?
So how is that? So anyway, regardless of the point, I thought it was bogus from the get, and then we come to find out that it was bogus. And then what I thought, because they did make rumors during when the VGA started, saying that Master Chief was going to be a playable character on Smash Brothers. Now that I could agree with and think that makes more sense than anything, because I don't see right now, as you see, they don't need Nintendo to hype up Halo, as though some of these people report or try to say. As you see, the PC community is already making it happen. So my last point on this is this: I'm enjoying the fact that Xbox is coming out and killing these narratives, and their marketing team is actually stepping out and being aggressive. Check out this point: the VGAs tonight. Microsoft or / Xbox didn't win one damn nomination. Got one. But they got all the hype. Think about that for a second. They got all the hype and they didn't win one nomination.
You know why? K-Mega?
Well, I know why, but I'm saying think about that as something you would think Sony would do something like that. You would do something like that, but it was Microsoft that shocked the gaming world by saying, "Look, check this shit out," and then showing Hellblade.
They pulled a Thriller in Manila, baby,
and then shocking everybody and coming early, showing the XSX. That is something that we would have never imagined 2 years ago. 2 years
Facts.
ago.
Yo, 100. You ready to throw it up?
Xbox.
You ready to throw it up?
Hey.
I got.
Yo, look, how much is DMX is paying you, my nigga? How much? I just want to know that.
Not enough.
Hang on.
Come on, Megatron.
You need to stop.
Hang on. We're going to keep it a buck.
I'm a diehard PlayStation fan, huh?
Somebody told
come
me
on, Megatron.
Up. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say?
I got told shut the hell up.
They mad. Oh, they gonna kill us. They gonna hate us today, baby.
Nah, but it's, we don't.
Everybody on this podcast gonna get death threats because of
I don't care. Go in my closet, get my bulletproof vest. You better shoot me in the face because my chest is ready. Facts.
I get death threats all the damn time, so it's no big deal.
And this is an authentic Xbox E3 shirt. It's thicker than your Long John, sucker.
My old lady go to sleep, and that's when she lets me know it's time.
If you ain't gaming, you better be doing what, K-Mega?
You gotta go to work, you better be doing that
pants off. And doing what?
Anyway, but no, that's the thing right there. But no, 100.
I'm hype.
But that's what I would. But yeah, no, I thought that was fraudulent. And then this is the one thing that I never understand as well is that when Xbox people they say something, they're going to be told by everybody, even Xbox diehards, that they have to take that L. They have to explain why they were wrong, and they just got to explain themselves. But for everybody else that comes out and they make these crazy allegations, they can just nobody's going to question them. Nobody's going to put them under the fire. So that's why I'm saying, like, now I'm loving that this new marketing scheme that Xbox is doing right now with Aaron Greenberg and the people that they picked up from Sony. They're doing a masterful job of getting the word out. It's just like what Lemon said at the beginning of the show, is that, think about it. They reached out to more people than they would if they went on the Xbox show, or if they were showing it on people's Xbox. They reached out to way more people of like, look, we're not playing no games. They killed 5 narratives just in one 3-minute clip. They killed all those narratives where, you know what I'm saying, where they're like, even it was crazy because even I've seen like PlayStation fans that's kind of been, you know, they don't mind Xbox, but they know that Xbox has not been up to part of what the 360 was. And so even when people would say, I've seen somebody complain that says, well, I'd rather see a new IP instead of seeing Hellblade 2. Even PlayStation fans went after that cat saying, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like you guys praised Hellblade when it was looked at to be
an exclusive. As an exclusive.
Saying like, look, Xbox can't have these type of AAA adult-looking titles.
And it wasn't a AAA. It was a AA. It was an indie style game. Facts.
They made it look like it. They looked at AA. Right.
Facts.
And so now they got the full team working on this. And then, of course, all those crazy narratives is that because and I hate the fact that I couldn't get a chance to play Bleeding Edge tonight, but
yeah, I couldn't do it.
I missed it, but. Again, everybody was thinking like, how are they going to do this when they already got Bleeding Edge out? How they're not
Bleeding Edge got like 12 people out of 400 working. Facts.
Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Xbox marketing team has stepped up to the call. They shut. That's what I'm saying. Another on one of those 5 narratives, they shut the fuck down. We will definitely go more into it on GRG tomorrow night, but
we will.
But that was positive, very fucking positive.
But we need to say that. We need to say this out loud, man. The Don Matrick era is dead.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Megatron.
Yeah, where you at?
Know what I'm saying?
Hey,
where you at?
I'm gonna give you this one. Hold on. Shut your big ass mouth.
All right, Ryan.
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this one-time offering, Bone. I'm gonna give you this one-time offering, dog. This one-time offering. You might be right. You might be right about that Xbox. How they usually do with the revealing of the Xbox. You might be right. It might just be all at E3. You might be right, bro.
Well,
we need to read Megatron's statement. Y'all know damn well I am Xbox for life, but I do play everything. First of all,
but we want you on the show. Bring your ass on the show, man.
Don't come in here and act like you're not a friend of the room. Right. Bring your ass on, get your comments popping, and then I'll join your podcast on Sundays at 9:00. Facts.
But there was one thing that I want to address.
When I get my ass up, because that's
y'all seen that Gears tactic.
You know what? I saw a little bit of it. I need to go back and look at the whole thing.
Let's show cup talk.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was just checking out the trailer on the Gears tactic, man, the way they did what is his name? DJ the son, right?
No.
Yeah.
JD. Yeah, thank you, bro. And JD is like they elevating him, and if you notice, it's they giving you something that most games don't give you. They give you like an actual time frame because most games, everybody like Mario, he forever gonna look like Mario. You don't see no elevation, you don't see nothing. But with Gears, you actually see what Marcus Phoenix from Gears 1, and by the time Gears 3 came, you could tell he was aging in with Gears 4. And then how they, with the changeover, and then when it came with Gears 5, when you were looking at JD, he was like on Gears 4, he was young, and then on Gears 5, you start seeing him starting to age and start coming to his own. Then when he shaved his head, now on the Gears tactic, they showing him and actually him as his own man now. And I'm loving how Gears doing it because they making what I always wanted from Gears, not to focus on just Marcus Phoenix, make Gears a world. I feel the same way about Halo.
Right.
Some people hate me when I say this here, but I can't stand them just focused on Master Chief when Halo is a universe. So when people say, "Oh, give me Master Chief," I say, "Yeah, give me Master Chief, but give me Halo. Give me the world of Halo." With this Gears tactic, I like the way they gonna be experienced. You know what I'm saying? Just showing you like different aspects of what's going on in the world. And they ain't really break down too much. It was just the world premiere. So anybody else had any opinion about it?
I do want to say this. I think this is beautiful because they're expanding they're expanding the world, the origin further than the characters themselves, like you said. And instead of doing it like they've done it with Halo Wars, they're doing it in another way with Gears, which is I think is extraordinary. So I mean it's still kind of it's an RTS, but it's still different in its own light compared because it's more like XCOM than it is like how Halo Wars play. So I think it's absolutely smart as hell, man. I think you're absolutely right on that.
And hang on, y'all think y'all want to hear what we talk about on Xbox Live? Y'all hearing it right now.
Hey, Lemon, you seen it?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
That kind of made the perfect job. He can't say nothing. I can't
everybody, you know what I'm saying? But we trust me, this we do not agree to everything. And that's what y'all think that we do that. We don't.
Yeah. Say, Bone, you seen it?
About that.
Huh? You seen it?
Say
Halo. I mean,
I showed you Halo.
No, I Halo. My bad. Gears Tactics. The Gears of War Tactics.
I ain't into no Gear Tactics.
Man,
I think you would. I think you would. If you like Halo Wars, you'll like this.
Hey, Bone. Listen, Bone. Remember this? Listen. Gears and Halo gonna merge the universe together, Bone. They're gonna merge the universe.
I'm tired of hearing that shit. So
you know what? I'm getting tired of flipping his Star Trek tactics. You got Star Trek tactics.
I'm just saying. Whoa, hold on, Bone.
I had a thought already, but it's like, damn, I can't think about it right now, so I'm gonna shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out, I'm put this way. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Facts for everybody that came through in the chat. Keep growing.
I'm thinking about this. I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out 108 Dragons. You know what I'm saying? He ain't have to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out,
I have to do it. You my brother. Don't do that.
Rogue,
we family.
You the queen of our Xbox thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You know your thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to K Mega, you know what I'm saying? The ignorant ass. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Thing we argue about, but that's
we support each other. Facts.
You know shout out to Flip Money, always online. You know what I'm saying?
You better shout out Bloody Sucker.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bloody. Yeah. You know what I'm
You
saying?
better shout out Bloody Sucker.
Shout out Bloody, man. and Bad, my boy, Bad in 1,000, man. Shout out to Bloody hitting that. Have you noticed? Have you noticed?
You know what I'm saying?
Have you noticed? You know what? This might be a shot. Hold on. You know what?
That's right, Bloody. Repeat that, Bloody Sucker.
Everybody being messy, so I'm going to be messy one time. One time.
I wish I can put more people on here. I wish that's the next thing. They gave me the shit I can stroll today. I wish I could have more people on here to give their opinion.
You better pay a couple of more dollars to get more people on here because I'm kind of upset because you're gonna sit there and have people waiting, man. You're gonna invite people on and you're gonna have people waiting.
I don't
listen. Listen. I can bring as many people as I want to on GRG. What we doing here? What we doing?
You gotta understand this dope. You know what? We're gonna come up with another session. Because analytics and you see my analytics and your analytics, and they matter.
Let me say this. Let me take my jab. Everybody been taking jabs. I'm gonna take my fucking jab. I'm gonna take my jab.
Take your jab, K Missile.
I'm gonna take my fucking jab right now. And I might do it on GRG too because I just feel like that way.
That's another story.
What?
But that's another story. But you know what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what?
I'm gonna call you when it's over, Megatron.
You don't spit it out.
All right, cool. All right, let me say.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah, I know.
What was in that bottle? It got him.
It got him.
It got him. Let me say this. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, everybody from that's been a part of the GRG family has seen success. Facts.
How is that? If we frauds, if we don't sit there and represent one another, if we don't sit there and do something like that, oh no.
Hang on,
Oh no, we ain't gonna say the names, but I hear all this little crazy little chatter. Hold on,
what you showed is one from another.
Let me make this point. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From GRG, from GRG, from futures present, futures past, and futures from the future. Mm-hmm. Everybody from GRG is succeeding in their path because you know what? We know how to treat the family. We know how to uplift one another. Look at my boy Triple Cup. Hit over 1,000, doing his thing, doing his politics. He asked me, "Hey, nigga, what should I do?" I say, "Do that shit. Rep.
Do it.
Rep. Stand strong." I sit there and Lady Infamous. I sit there and said, "We got you. You gonna hit your 1,000." And so not only she hit her 1,000 on YouTube, she hit her 1,000 on. She's hitting close, and she probably already. I think she already hit her 1,000 on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Delilah, bigger and better than ever, started her own podcast, got her girls on her team. Look at all the people that was previous there. Fonzarelli. Look at my boy Fonzarelli over there on RDX.
Woo!
All day. We sit there and got all day on here.
You said all gay.
No. I said all day.
Oh, my bad.
All day.
I'll be at E3 next year if you want to rebuttal that situation, sucker.
Popping this shit over there with Luca. Popping this shit is Luca, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about his music shit and all that. Look at my boy 100 doing his shit. Intro Media Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Look at everybody that's a part of Limit.
Yo, Triple, I don't care about these dudes.
No, that's what I'm saying. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. The family, Bloody, my boy Bloody Knuckle hit his 1,000 on Mixer. He was over there ranking the top 10 of people out there, man, standing up to the big boys, the big wigs out there. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the rest of my teams where they need to be. Lemon is only 100 or what? You only 100 or 200 away from your 1,000.
Facts.
And we need to get my boy Livewire going and get it to his 1,000. Other than that, we ready, we locked.
And guess what? And we don't do it. Hold on, Kim, nigga. And we don't do it with clickbait. We do it with real content. And you know what? Shout out to my two brothers, man. 100 K Mega. They don't even put videos out like me. They do videos like once a week, and they still got that support. I'm mad. I'm like, how can I do videos like that and get that support once a week? But y'all don't even put out mad videos and you still got the support. 100 go live, people hop in. GRG go live, people pop in. Yeah. And not only do they pop in, they watch it after the fact.
They don't have to
tell the ultimate story.
They don't have to call
me the ultimate story. I want to tell you the ultimate story. Everybody want an ultimate story. When my name is out there, and I get an ultimate story.
This is the ultimate story.
Proud of my people. Proud of them. They work hard. I live off of them. I love them.
That's the ultimate story.
Love my people.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about YouTube and the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I always, you know what I'm saying? I always loved it. You know what I'm saying? Xbox. Y'all want to hear this shit live? I'm going to give this shit to you live. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there and, you know what I'm saying? And picked up an Xbox and I picked up, you know what I'm saying? We had bundles out there. So we had the bundles. You couldn't get an Xbox without a bundle. I fell in love with
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then the 360 came out. I fell in love with 360. You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
So then, you know what I'm saying? When the X came out, you know what I'm saying? I hurt my back and all that. I had shit to do. And then when I saw De Leon, I'm still the queen of intro media. I'm gonna give that. She's still the queen. Think about it, it wouldn't be intro media if it wasn't for her. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Boy, I would love to start my fucking right now, but boom, since I like you, I'm not.
You don't do that, Flip. Flip, let him live. No. On some real stuff, man. I'm gonna say something for the record, man. And shout out to my bro. A lot of people don't understand my boy 100, man. They look at him, they be like, yo, he be drinking, he be wilding, he different, he belligerent, he do blasphemy. Let me tell you something, man. I was with a bunch of F dudes. 100 told these dudes, and this is what I said on Iron Lord podcast the other day. I was with some ratchet MFers, and he told them, "Yo, y'all not even using this dude Lemon, Mr. 108 Dragons TV." He said, "Yo, you need to come rock with some real dudes." I said, "Well, you know, I'm dabbling, I'm dipping, I'm new to YouTube, and I'm feeling my oats, trying to see where I'm going with this." He said, "Yo, I got a brother named K Mega. We need to link up and do something different, and we will provide the people with the realness." That came from 100, and people don't even understand where 100 come from. Yeah, he be drinking. Yeah, he be wilding. We all be drinking. I'm drinking right now, but I'm still telling the truth. He brought me to K Mega. I was a guest on GRG twice, but I watched their podcast about 8-9 episodes, and I said, "Yo, these dudes is about that smoke." We talking about gaming smoke, just talking gaming. I don't care what platform you represent. When you got somebody out in these streets, man, and YouTube is full of nonsense. When you got somebody bringing you the real, whether they support Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, or Nintendo, let me say. When somebody giving you the good, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. You know it's honest. These dudes is honest. So now, I'm like, you know what? I'm joining the team. I came in when the chicks was leaving. It was a little bit of rebuttal, a little bit of situation. That happened. So I'm like, oh, where is this going? The team never faltered. Everybody stayed focused. Now I go to E3 2018. I link up with dudes. I'm a solid individual. I'm a real individual. And I only respect it back. I meet these two guys. Never met them in my life. Everything is interweb, as my boy 100 say. My God, these dudes are my brothers. Till today, these dudes are my brothers. We don't have to agree on everything.
No.
We don't fucking, I hate to curse. We don't do on each, if you watch each one of our channels, it's different. But guess what? We come, we talk, we disagree, we agree, but we respect each other. K Mega and 100 is solid. No matter what goes down, these dudes are solid. And that's what I'm about. We about gaming, man. We know 100 bleed green, but he real. When I tell him about VR, I don't want no goddamn VR. You don't know nothing. He going in on me. I say, you know what? Whatever. That's your lack of experience. We stood on the line for 2.5 hours. Shout out to my man Megatron. 100 was the first person.
Shot it. I'm gonna shoot them out. Man.
Facts. And he bought that VR day one, $400 and something. Get your weight up, suckers. If you want to talk crap, get your pockets up.
Yeah.
Because when dudes indulge in that money, don't say nothing from the sidelines. You ain't got that experience. Do what it do. But I'm saying, I'm just giving you a little bit of backdraft on what we do as a unit. GRG is a family, man, and nobody can separate us. Nobody can tell, oh, he talking about you. No, we're not doing that. We're doing gaming news. We're doing gaming situations. Everybody got an opinion. Bloody Knuckles is the complete opposite of the whole team, and we love that boy.
Right.
Gothic rings and everything. Red hair, shades, long hair,
piercings,
beef jerky, piercings. He's still our man because we different.
Satan rings, boy. Where the Satan rings? Let me make this other point too. Let me co-sign off of this as well. Like, look, I'm not easy to deal with all the time. I mean, Flip can tell you that now. The thing of it is this.
He loves white people.
I expect.
If you listen to Flip,
I demand and I expect the best that you can give out of everyone. So that's why I can be an asshole sometimes. I don't mean to be that way, but I demand the people that I work with and associate with and I deal with to not be no fuck motherfuckers. I don't want that cancer to be involved in the shit that we do here. You know what I'm saying? All I want is to be is to have a black podcast, primarily black podcast, look like and be represented the way that it should be represented when other people listen to white podcasts. That's not me saying that I want our podcast to be a white podcast. I want our podcast to be respected as just like those white podcasts get respected. No, we don't hit our numbers all the time. We don't hit those algorithms all the time and shit like that. That's fine. But the point of the matter is that we give out our love and our heart and our passion, and we appreciate everybody that pays attention to us and that listens to us, man. And I'm never going to turn my back on, even though there was people that tried to do that shit, and it almost worked. But I'll never turn my back on 100 or Lemon or anybody else that's a part of the GRG family, man. Lemon, you know what I'm saying? Bloody, that boy, he's been batting 1,000. He's been right about Cicero. He sit there and got his 1,000 on Mixer. He's been grinding. He had some setbacks, but that boy out there working. He doing the shit that he said that he was going to do, and I made sure that I would try to be up to uplift him to make sure that he would get there. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's all about doing it yourself, because, I mean, shit, I ain't sitting there paying no motherfucker, but the fact of it is if you need support, I will give it to you as much as I can. And that doesn't matter who you are, a PlayStation fan, a PC fan, a Nintendo fan. We're all gamers.
Right.
I will support everybody. You know what I'm saying? Chuck is out here doing his thing. I love what that boy is doing. He's all about the positivity, the synergy, as he calls himself now. That's what I'm talking about. And I want us to be on that same wavelength all the fucking time. And I want the listeners and the people that comment, even when they spew hate and bullshit and all that crazy console war garbage, let you know you're not going to break any of us and you're not going to take over the podcast. It is what we do. And you ain't going to do that to 100 on his shit or to anybody else on this show. They do what they have to do, and you just got to deal with it, man. I'm done. I'm not going to say anything else. I just want to say I just love my brothers, man. And yeah, hell yeah. If that's because I'm over here drinking a little bit of this drink and seeing what Xbox drop, you got there right up there.
Hey, can I be messy right quick? Hey, look, I got to be messy right quick. Let me go ahead and put the mess in right fast.
Let's go.
All right. Straight at you, K-Mega. You ready? Mm-hmm. Now, you as a person that's from Oklahoma, you bet not say you haven't watched The Watchmen. That's all I want to say. The place that's in your
my God, man. Yeah, no, I started watching The Watchmen the other day with my old lady, man. That shit had me almost in tears because oh my God. You should have hit me up on that shit. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sure you already talked about it. That shit blew my mind. I'm late when watching shows and shit most of the time, but boy, I seen that and it almost put me to tears because how deep that shit was, man. Wow. Shout out to those writers. Right. That hit home.
Say Bone was good, man. Don't tap yet. You know what I'm saying? See that alcohol gets heavy on you now.
Yeah, we can go all in, nigga. Shit. We already shit. Fuck it.
2 more hours. Let's do this.
That's it.
Damn, y'all doing GRG.
This shit off. Go on Xbox.
Yeah, bullshit right there. Yeah.
You can go on Xbox, man. This shit been 2 hours long. You know what I'm saying? Limit over here talking to the porcelain.
Yeah, he on that 190. Ain't no way possible.
The old ass bows, he can't hold on.
Can't hold. I told him I ain't doing that shit.
Hold it up or down.
Yeah, and I can't forget, Bloody. You're right. You was right about Kingdom Hearts and Yakuza. We were both right because I've been saying that for a minute, and I'm still holding on to that to Persona 5 or Personas will start coming over to the back to the Xbox yet again. Now I know the Persona RPGs haven't come to Xbox, but remember the Persona Fighter came over to Xbox, and so that needs to come also. You know what I'm saying? I know my girl is over here. She's been waiting for Final Fantasy 14 to come over to Xbox. And it looks like from the rumors that it might still. I hope it does. I really do. I really hope it does, man. So
shout out to King James. Like I say over here, you ain't gotta pay no motherfucking nothing. Shout out to King James, my man. I respect y'all. You ain't gotta know super chat over here.
Hey, ain't Control going to Game Pass?
No,
it'll eventually get there. Yeah, it's gonna get there eventually.
I don't even want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all know Fast and the Fury got a game too.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm ready for Dragon Quest to come over there as well. Now, the only game that I just see ever coming to Xbox, and maybe, well, I can't say ever. You can this era, you can't say anything about never. But the one game I think that'll take a long time if it would ever come to Xbox would be Noonie Cooney. I don't think that would.
Noonie Cooney.
I just think that those.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make.
You don't want Noonie Cooney. It wasn't a great game.
Yeah, the fuck it was. Yeah, I played the shit out of Noonie Cooney too.
It was all right.
It was good.
King Mega.
You gotta be a
great
type of gamer like Noonie Cooney and Persona. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying
I would love to. I would love to throw that shit in their face, boy.
The penis demon.
Yes, the penis demon. I would love it. I would love it. The penis demon.
I love to throw this in their face. Hold on.
I'm like, man, I thought it's dope.
Play another goddamn song.
That boy.
That's not my phone, stupid.
I said play a goddamn another song.
No, X gonna give it to you. That's all that matter. What's that new Xbox called? What's that new Xbox called?
You picking the side now?
And then
you picking the side now? Yeah, you picking the side now?
Nah.
You got no. So you ain't picking the side. You can't play that song no more.
Okay.
Hey, y'all seen that X-Men Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, I saw that. That was dope. Yeah, who they added to Gambit. That was dope.
That to me, that's the I don't know what type of genre game those is, but you know the X-Men always had those games where they had the 4 players and you could switch between. It's almost like an RPG, but I don't know what category it'll be considered as.
Hey, Bone, let Flip back in.
Huh?
All right, you finna leave?
No, he disconnected by accident.
Oh, I got disconnected.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
okay. Oh yeah, I can prefer Flip back in.
Well, I'll get out of here, man. I know I'm over here.
No,
No.
Good, nigga. You ain't got to fucking run from the thugs, nigga.
What you mean run from the thugs? Shit, I'll be all up in this motherfucking beat. Man, what you talking about? Run from the man? Stop that.
Nigga, I don't get.
Stop that.
Say, man, you thinking that X-Men Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah.
Damn.
But these bitches run from a nigga.
See, now, man, DMX is getting all types of money, man. What are you doing, Lemon?
Hey yo!
Lemon, this got nothing to do with the X.
What you PlayStation 1 from a?
Here we go right now.
Here we go.
Yes.
So this is what happens when people start drinking. So is this what the hell is going on? You the host. Know what we doing here. Control your man. Control this man. What are you doing? He always playing music and shit. What the
Hey, that's technique.
Hey man, that motherfucker play one goddamn song too long. I'll be jack those 6 thugs in his ass, man. You out of here. What?
Hey, say, King Mega, you
give me that.
I am the father. I am the father of GLG.
Hey, what you think about the new button on the Xbox? What you think about that new button?
Yeah, that third button on the controller. That third button on the controller. If you've seen, if people didn't know what that was, most likely from my understanding, it's going to be a share button. Something that PlayStation has had for a minute, and it was smartly done. Because I know when I'm playing a game and I'm looking at something that's pretty dope, and I'm like, damn, and sometimes I miss it, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to go back and trim it and do all that shit and show the hottest part of it. So sometimes I just let it go. With the share button, you just hit it automatically, and that's going to go ahead and get you to get that part of that gameplay to put it out, to post it wherever you want to post it at. And to me, that's really dope. And hopefully, save time. And hopefully that button will be will probably lead you to, if you maybe hold it down longer or something.
Hold it.
Straight into Mixer or into something, a Mixer, Discord, whatever. That I think that would be real dope. So the strategy between both of these companies is definitely going to be similar when it comes to wanting to share their content, things like that. But yeah, it's definitely needed. And yeah, the D-pad is something that I looked at too. It's something I heard you say this, and you was right. It looked reminiscent towards the 360 controller and part of what's going on with the
Elite.
Yeah, or the Elite.
With the circle kind of, and with the 360 control. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so no, I'm very intrigued by that. I love Xbox controllers. It's gotten to the point to me because when I play on my PlayStation, I'm just not a fan of the PlayStation controller. I'm just not. The last controller that I was a fan of was the DualShock 3. It was heavy, it was stern, and I liked it. I played on it all the time, and of course, the PlayStation 1, because there was no other controllers that was like what the Xbox gave out.
The PlayStation is more for like the D-pad, like games that you play with the D-pad more than the analog stick.
Right. Yeah. So
analog sticks. Know what I found? You know, people always make the joke about the analog sticks, about their thumbs be doing this here. But my whole thing is when you're using a PlayStation, your thumb got to be to the side. Where if you're trying to go up, your thumb be this way. Hold up, your thumb be like this here instead of like this here. So that takes away if you try to do some accurate stuff like barely move to the side, you can't perform moves like that with the PlayStation controller. A lot of people don't realize with the PlayStation controller, your thumb is being pushed this way here, so it's harder to go up or rotate in the circle compared to it being straight up. And then, some people just say, "Oh, the PlayStation better," but it's better if you're using the D-pad, and that's most of the time you use the D-pad only one genre, and that's fighting games. And that's the only thing PlayStation ever had that was better than the Xbox when it comes to control use.
Hey, y'all answer this question.
Hold on, post up.
Post up that question.
Yeah. Oh, the D-pad. Yeah, I don't have the Elite, the Elite Series 2.
Series 2 controller.
I just know that it's
similar
to the OG 360. Not OG, but to the 360 controller. Because the way it's got the little puffy surroundings around it. Now, the Elite 2 have that puffy thing around it as well. I know that on my Elite 1, you have like you got like different little SKUs or whatever, and they got that one where it kind of you can rotate on it, but it doesn't look anything like what the
to be honest with you, that shit was garbage.
Huh?
That shit was garbage on the little satellite round looking part you used to put for the D-pad on the Elite controller.
Right, the little satellite thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. And look, they didn't have really a game that, except for if you want to play the old Street Fighters, that it seemed okay, but it's still like, I mean, look, like you said, Chuck, the PlayStation's controller with fighters has always been elite compared to what Xbox is. Xbox has always been way more accessible with shooters and then other games that you want to be moving. But so if Xbox just needs to find that perfect niche with that digital and do not change it. Like PlayStation already, that's the thing. PlayStation already had the niche with the fighters and games that you could use with the digital pad. Xbox already had the formula for games that you can use with the way that your hands are with the analogs. So, you know what I'm saying? They both have to work on trying to find that perfect thing, but PlayStation really can't change their controller because so many fans are familiar with that. And as a person that's played on both, I can never really go back to the PlayStation controller. I just can't. Especially when I play shooters and shit like that. I just can't. It's not really appropriate to me.
Man, I was playing Madden on the PlayStation. I went to my cousin's house, right? He got Madden for the PlayStation, and it don't look nowhere near as good as on the Xbox. But we get into the game and get to playing. And one thing, I don't know if it's my hands or something. When I was playing the PlayStation, I went to go hit with the hit stick, and I was on the controller, and my hand did this here. And it ain't happened one time. It happened a couple times where my hand, you know how you try to do something quick and your hand will miss the button because the controller is not made for. If you got hands. If you ain't got Donald Trump hands, that PlayStation controller, it don't fit right. It don't.
No. I will. No, look, I do like the feel because I'm grabbing the DualShock 4 right now. I like the width. I like the width of the DualShock 4, but what I cannot stand as I'm touching it right now is the analog. The analog is too close, like you were saying earlier, Chuck, is too close to my hand. The only shooter that I can actually really play and feel comfortable with is Battlefield 4. I can't really, I'm saying, I don't feel comfortable playing Battlefield Hardline or Battlefield 5. I'm just kind of like, so I'm like, I'm not going to double dip. I'm going to play this. Now, when I play Tekken or when I play, and then another thing, like when I play Street Fighter 5, it's a it's not even, I'm like, this shit is, I don't, that's why I don't even play Street Fighter 5 like that. Cause it's just not entertaining to me, because I rather play with the Xbox controller with that. And, you know what I'm saying? And that, but it's, I don't know. Now, like, when I'm playing EX Layer, or if I play, I'm trying to think of the other fighter that I have that I play. I can't even think of the damn name. It's with those. If Bloody was here, he would know exactly what game I'm talking about. It's with those. They're like these Titan gods of your horoscopes. And of course, I got to play with the Mighty Virgo. But you know what I'm saying? With the digital, excellent, plays excellent. Or Guilty Gear plays excellent with the digital. But yeah, the triggers, I'm not the biggest fan of the. I'm cool with the triggers on the PlayStation DualShock 4 on the back end, on the ones at the top. Hate them. That's what I'm saying. I can't do it. What is that game? Yeah, with the Zodiac signs. What is the name of that game? Xbox is slipping on that damn game.
You talk about the game where it be the gods fighting, then they got the Greek god, and they got you go fight with Jesus, Buddha.
No, that's a PC game. No, this game is hold on, you're gonna make me turn on my PlayStation 4. Hold on, let me see. It's not Attack on Titan, Kudastina. Look, that
I know it ain't jumping.
You know what? I showed gameplay with it twice, and I showed it on GRG about maybe a year and a half ago, and then I showed it on Xbox shit. And Xbox was like, "Don't show that shit again. That shit fuck with my." Yep, you're right, Bloody. That's it. Saints. Seas. I ain't gonna try to say that. Let me be country. What is that? Sia? What? How the fuck you say that shit?
Sia.
Can somebody help me with that? Sia. Saint Seiya. I don't know. Let me be country on that shit. Hey. But I know I love the game. Hold on. Okay,
Seiya. Which one we right about? Man, either or. We both right.
Yes. Let us be country. Shit. That's it right there. But yeah, I was just going to go to it. I got my PlayStation 4 going up right now. So I was just like, yeah.
Seiya.
Yeah, Seiya. Now that's a dope ass fighter. I enjoy it. I wish Xbox would have it, but I do have it. I double dipped on it. I bought it on PlayStation and I bought it on PC first. And I was like, this shit is crack. Yeah, this shit is crack. And then I bought it on PlayStation, and then I was like, come on, Xbox, do it. And they just didn't do it. But they did give me One Piece, so I'm happy about One Piece. So.
I still say Jump Force the best anime fighting game.
I agree. I came up. Lemon is a damn fool. 100's over there going crazy. What the hell 100 doing over there, man? Y'all better wrap this show up, man. What y'all doing, man?
I know he's trying to keep himself. Hey,
Lemon is going crazy with the mask. 100 beating on himself. 100 about to go to sleep. And you know what? You do the going to sleep 2.0. I can't save you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call. I'm gonna hit up Z myself and tell him to go record your ass.
I ain't going to sleep. That's
why he biting his. He like fighting.
I ain't going to sleep. It's cold. It's cold in my office. It's different than I was doing in my room. It's cold in my office.
Oh, okay.
Cold.
Now I will say this.
Cold.
Now
you see, I got a jacket on.
Man, I got these on, man. Hell yeah. Shit.
You see, I'm slapping my motherfucking self like,
yeah, man. You need to go ahead and cancel this podcast. I will say this: we are having fight night Sunday night. We will be starting off with Dead or Alive 6. We probably will jump on after that Samurai Showdown, and then whatever after that. So if anybody wants to join us, we'll be on Mixer. I'm gonna try to be on Mixer and Twitch. I'm gonna try to use my Elgato. That's something that I definitely need to be using more often.
Now hold up. Yo, K Mega, hold up.
Yeah.
I seen our brother smack himself like 5 times.
I know. We got,
Man, you
Yo, he slapped flames out of himself. Yo,
he trying to go. He trying to go. Say Bone good.
Yo, Triple, man. Yo, Triple. Listen, no. We can't go to bed. You on West Coast time. I'm 3 hours ahead. K-Mega is 2 hours ahead.
You need to go to bed. You got a mask on your head.
I ain't trying to go to bed, but goddamn.
Yo, listen.
No,
this mask is from E3. I am representing people that was not there.
Y'all was talking
100, stop slapping yourself.
I don't want to hear that.
Man, 100 slapping himself. You got a goddamn mask on your face, man.
But I got a mask on my face because I'm different.
We got a lady in the podcast. She over here. She probably got things to do.
No, Enigma rocks with that boy Lemon. You know,
I had to stop myself to wake my ass.
Look, he's still smacking himself.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Damn it, man. Bloody over here like, hey, Bloody, summon the Satan rings to wake his ass up.
Oh, because y'all were here talking about.
Yo, why that boy smacking himself? Yo,
no, man.
I'm not smacking myself.
This old motherfucking
man, y'all got Megatron in here.
That shit.
Megatron over here cracking up, bro.
Yo, Megatron, boy, I'm gonna call you when the podcast over. Answer the phone.
Y'all mean see thing about this Mega be on that.
Look. He look like he sleep. Look, he pointing his finger.
I'm up.
But it's going down, son. He's like,
I'm up all night tonight. I'm on break.
No, think about it. Mega took over my show tonight, and y'all saw he put me to sleep.
Damn, I'm
Let's go, Megatron. Hey. Yeah.
And I'm over here talking.
Yeah, you talking, and I didn't even know people wanted to get in.
You know what I'm
That's how you people GRG. This ain't GRG. This is
GRG all day.
Hey, look at that rate
my
right
block
there.
brother.
I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna leave?
I'm leaving. I'm gonna get in here.
He said I'm leaving. What you suckers want from
what do I want to play?
Friday 6:30.
I fell asleep. I ain't gonna even lie, cause you was preaching the gospel, and I fell asleep.
Well, I'm just saying. Yep. You know what? Anyway,
yo, shout out to the party chat, man. Shout out for everybody that came out while we was live. Shout out for K-Mega and Bloody Neckers for stopping through, giving us the support that they do. Shout out to my Borderlands 3 mask.
Hey, who that is right there, bro? With no picture.
Shout out to Enigma for not holding this against me. You know I'm crazy. Woo! How about those Lakers?
Man. Thunder up, baby.
Ooh, thunder up. Lakers down.
Man, I'm about to get on Xbox Live and turn it out.
Yeah, right there.
Yo, Megatron. Hit us on Xbox, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping through, man. It was crazy. It was enjoyable. Yo, listen, for my Xbox Elite Series homies, let's get it done. Woo!
Yeah.
If you ain't got a 4K 6 TV right now, 60 frames, ambient inclusion, rare refresh rate, gaming mode, G-Sync, AMD FreeSync, get your weight up. Facts.
And I'm gonna shout out Rogue.
Yo.
He's gonna shout out Rogue.
Rogue, you know what I'm saying? Rogue, you know what I'm saying?
I'm shouting out Rogue too.
Bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? Tell them again. Where they can, you know what I'm saying? You got intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You better than us.
Yeah, I don't play no games. But, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. That gives a special
shout out to my country dude, my gator meat eating sucker.
So no, I don't want to get shout outs. I don't want to start game banging and shit. Cause I started getting shout outs.
Bang, sucker.
Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the crew, nigga, man. We game, man. We over here game banging. Nigga, fuck all this shit, man. We don't need this shit, man. What's that? Hey man, we don't eat this shit.
That's 100 say.
Family, man.
100 say. What's happening? What's happening?
Shout out to motherfucking down south and shit. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, man. I'm getting me
Let's do it, son.
I ain't gotta with no motherfucking mask. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, man.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this Christmas, if anybody fuck with me, B, it's on B.
Be going knee deep in your life, sucker. We out.
I'm clowning. We out.
We out of here.
We out here. I'm finna go get on the Xbox.
You doing
This is crazy. I can't even cut.
He came in the live stream. We in here forever.
Oh boy.